good stuff. Yeah, OBS is like the quintessential like streaming setup.
Streaming,
it's like the basic everything.
Yeah.
I have this overpriced mic. I'd said you can rationalize a stupid purchase like this, and you're like, I have a podcast, and then like meanwhile I've been using like a pod track and 2 shitty mics in my truck. Like that. No, that's actually how I've been doing podcasts lately. I'll meet you at the open mic. We'll sit in my truck outside of the open mic and talk about the open mic.
Let's chat about it in my truck.
Let's chop it up in the truck. Come out to my truck. The best one was the last episode with Corey Costas. God. I was at the Kinsman. How was the Kinsman?
I'm sorry I missed you.
Oh no, dude. Well, you see, I bite the bullet and run. And actually, the reason you saw me is I hung out till 11. That's late for me.
Really?
Yeah, dude. You know, my MO, it used to be generally I walk in, I bite the bullet, I eat shit, and I leave.
Nice.
Which is I actually got kind of like really reassured by that last time I went in because this girl had a shaved head. And like they were joking about Butler. I was like, Corey couldn't tell the girl with the shaved head's been to Butler before. Yeah. And I talked to her last time I was at the open mic and she was like, I was going to run up and confront you, but you ran out of the mic so quickly. I was like, that's why I'm running out of the mic. Because I don't want that interaction.
Came in, came out. I'm on business.
Yeah, it's like we're in Butler's like a gang. Like if you know it exists and you don't want to talk about your affiliation
with Butler. Is that Rhode Island?
Butler or Massachusetts, I think. It's it's the mental hospital. It's good that you haven't been there. You mentioned Sorry, I was referring to Butler like you knew what it was. But it's like good. But how'd it go there at the Kinsman that night?
Friday, I headlined the mic, so I just went last. Not really headline. You can't headline a mic.
But that's what they tell you when you show up late. Like Cat O'Neill used to do it all the time. They'll give you extra time too because no one's gonna get mad going after you. You know what I'm saying?
Corey gave me the light. He's like, I want to go home. I'm like, all right. It's honestly, it's good. The new class of comics is really good.
I like them. Yeah, it's really weird.
Tell me about it.
How long you been doing comedy now?
2.5 years basically. Yeah. So I took some time off to like get my electrical license so I can make money.
Exactly, like actually provide for yourself as opposed to like, you know what I'm saying?
I live by myself now, so we're out here. Yeah,
that's the goal. I live with the best roommate I'll ever have. My mother with this teenage goon cave of a studio in my basement. I love this background.
This place is sick, dude. You got the guitar, you got the monitor, you got the Xbox, the skateboard. I'm living my inner 16-year-old fantasy right here.
I just never left the room when I turned 16.
I never left the Goblin Cave.
But the new class of comics is really sweet. I love
it's interesting.
All the young people. I've been in it like 4 years now, which is kind of a trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But every time I think, also you want to introduce yourself because we've just been, it's a comic. He's got a mustache.
Hey guys, it's Sammy Hutt. What's going on? I'm a comic in Rhode Island. Open my comic. We're getting back into becoming like an actual working comic. But can we like tilt the camera a little bit so I'm like on screen?
Right here, produce. Grab it, tilt it, get it going good. We can see the motivational old woman quote right there. Say something silly, laugh till it hurts, take a risk.
Did your mom put that up there?
Yeah, to cover up the holes punched in the drywall. You know what I'm
saying? Tie guy, fly guy.
No, I've never actually punched a hole in drywall. That is one bit of.
What do you mean I can't come down to my goon room, Mom? Like just punching
We're
holes.
out of Monster Energy? How am I going to play video games till 2 a.m.?
Yeah, without my monster. Oh my God.
On the road to becoming a working comic again, you said, I'll always remember you distinctly. We were at the Vault in New Bedford a while ago. No, really, it was one, like I've memories with a bunch of people at and then when I talked to you about
hope this is a good one.
It's how you got into comedy because you're like, I had everything in my life set up. I had the girlfriend, I had a place, I had a good job. And he was like, there's still something missing.
That's oh my God. Yeah. That's sorry, keep going. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, that's it. That was basically it. Like and you were sitting there with your typed out comedy. Also don't know any other psychopaths that type out their comedy.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, that's exactly like the route that we go down because it's really just you're missing and you want something more and you can't quite say what it is. But
it was so weird at the time because now it's like I completely forgot about that because I'm just so immersed into like trying to get to mics, working on building up a new 15 to 10 minute set so I could start getting booked. Like all the I just like fully immersed into like entertainment, but it's weird, especially when you're in your like late teens and young 20s. I think my issue was I never found out that like thing that hobby, that interest. I was forced to do high school sports, which say what you want, some of it's not bad. Like I did shot put, discus, and track, and that was cool. But
it's
like
safe. You weren't getting like sacked.
I wasn't getting molested by the coach.
You were not getting diddled. They weren't saying, "Oh, you're really tight here in your lower back." You know what helps with that a little.
We're gonna do a little scoliosis exam. Now take off your pants. No, it was weird because it's like when I was in high school. My old man was busy working. My mom was an alcoholic, so I just kind of was able to do whatever I wanted. So instead of
New England,
the New England experience, someone's on pills, right?
100%. Pharmaceutical companies got to get their buck, bro.
They're in here. In here.
Exactly. I like that it's pivoted from they used to give people like sleeping pills and Xanax to go along with the drinking, so they were just worse alcoholics, and now it's more like Adderall to pep them up and get out there for that food serving job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We're in an upper environment with a little mix of marijuana in there now.
Exactly.
But it's like when you don't experience anything in high school and you're I just smoked like chronic amounts of weed.
Yeah,
I was at one point I was smoking like I think like 7 or 8 grams a day during a summer. And I thought that was a lot. To my friends.
Oh, exactly. No, like the peak of my like weed addiction too was like a pack of 5 backwoods.
Yeah.
A gram at each.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hope I don't have lung cancer. Basically, is what I'm pivoting to. But it's also, I'm glad that we experienced that weed addiction now before like carts.
Yeah.
Because carts are really like 86%, bro. I
was on that wave for a while. I had to get off completely.
I had a phase dishwashing. Yeah, because that's the funniest part. Like these young kids that hit the carts, they don't really have like the cognitive. They can't like pull themselves out of it because it's like cart, iPad, cart, iPad.
Yep.
It's all like they're in that infinite cycle. But we remember when
you forgot one important step: cart, iPad, goon.
Yeah. Exactly.
The Holy Trinity.
You can spend your whole life hitting a cart, playing video games, and gooning.
Dude, that was my life for a little bit. It was fun. It was a good run.
Again, this is just like what young men fall into. But the thing is, I remember I had a cart and a dishwashing job. I didn't like the dishwashing job. It's one of the few jobs I had where I had like, you ever have nightmares about work?
Yes.
Like you come home. I come home from my 12-hour shift, go to bed, and it's just.
You get too close to the steamer, you my face.
Oh yeah, like I'm pulling things out of the oven because my hand's been scorched so many times. I don't care. Yeah. All the chefs are so proud of that. They're like, yeah, I've worked for 14 an hour for 30 years of my life, but I can pull stuff out of the oven without fucking mitts.
It's their war scars. They will touch hot pans. That's what
cold and callous, and any soft part of a woman I touch gets sandpapered down. Well, I've got 30 kids because I worked as a lineman.
Have you ever actually like heard like actual like stories outside of the work from them? They're like, yeah, man, I hit the casino this weekend. I won $800 off a slot, and that's like that's the most they'll talk about.
No,
like,
but that's the other.
That's the highlight of their life for the week.
There's a large divide. There's a lot of parents that kind of urge their kids to avoid that food service job. Like their whole plan is like, okay, I'm going to shelter this kid. I'm going to get this kid into college, and they're going to go straight to the accounting. They're not going to experience the insanity of alcoholism, food service job. Because I worked at the 99 as a host. My dad called me a hostess till I quit. I worked at the 99 as a host, and I would see waiters and waitresses immediately when they get off go to, it used to be called Slots, Newport Grand Casino. They'd get off work from there, gamble away their entire paycheck. Not even real blackjack, digital blackjack. And then it's just like, and then like people older than me being like, yo, you got Adderall? I need to get through this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you really understand, like,
they cut me off, man. Exactly. I don't have the money for rent, man.
I lost all the slots here. How am I going to serve these people? They need their gold fever wings. I hate when the Red Sox win. Free fucking food for kids. I don't want fucking kids in this restaurant to eat Chuck E. Cheese. Okay. Sorry, I digress. But you need an example of people that are older than you that are deeper immersed in a trap to be like,
yes, to realize it.
Oh,
it opens your eyes a little bit.
I don't want a 50 UI. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I worked with a guy. Who's that Patriots guy who like got arrested for killing people?
Aaron Hernandez.
This guy.
My dad flew on an airplane with him.
Oh, Jesus, we all have stories about him if you live in the area. You know a guy who has a story about him. Essentially,
he's a kind gay man that was outside. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of being outside is you interact with people and then Yeah.
I have a guy, so I used to work with him, and he would tell me, like, his story was, I used to go to parties with Aaron. He was a little bit hostile, but, like, and that's all, he would talk about that and, like, the Silk Road online, and that was his life.
The Silk Road is really, I don't know,
Here, let's go back to what we were originally talking about. We're spinning off from
finding purpose from the 9 to 5 to the 5 to 9. You know what I'm saying? So when you got how'd you get drawn to comedy in particular? Because you said you had your whole life set up, and I even experienced like a small amount of this where I was just like, oh, I'm not going out and doing mics. Why am I miserable? Because I need to go out and do these podcasts and mics to purge the evil out of my body. It accumulates to resentment, but like it's also like, I shouldn't have to do this, but you got to be honest with yourself and be like, yeah, I do.
I kind of need to once you get into it. I think what ends up happening was, for me, it was, I mean, I had it all. I had a girl that loved me. I was working a job that was stable. And, you know, I was able to come home every day, play video games, fucking smoke weed, goon. And then it's like, you ever see that SpongeBob episode where Squidward's in like Squidland and it's the same 3 things over and over again? Cart, iPad, goon. iPad goon.
Yeah, it's like, the infinite cycle.
Like,
I love that the cartoons had deep messages like that about life and bullshit.
It's so good. But eventually I lost my job because I was bitching too much, and then I got a new job, and then the girl was trying to like take over my life a little bit. I knew that was too much, so I got out of that. And then I was back into that cycle where I was in high school of just cart, iPad, goon.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, when I'm not plugged into a
tablet or a game.
No, but it's also like, oh, I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have a relationship. I need to nurture like a plant. I don't have a, you know what I'm saying, job. And that's the other thing is, if you neglect these parts of yourself, I snapped at people at work the last 2 weeks. I'm scared I'm going to lose my job because I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Let's not do that, Tyler.
No, really, yeah, literally. But it's like I wasn't going to mics. I wasn't sleeping. I was upset. And you know what I'm saying? And there's no reason for me to do it besides the fact I was betraying myself. And if you're betraying yourself, it's gonna latch out and like you're gonna.
It hurts. It hurts you, especially when you have that like vision of something or that mission. But I got to a point where I was at my new job. I kind of like lost everything, like all like the girl, the old job, the old status. I'm just trying to figure it out, and I found myself because all I would do after that was just play video games and smoke weed, goon. But I found myself because I had work off on a Wednesday night for some reason. It was like Tuesday night, Wednesday off.
I love a weekday off.
A weekday off is that's
catering
great.
Monday off. It's like you're the last man on earth. There's no traffic anywhere. Anything you want to do, Monday off is the best fucking day.
It's great, except when you also have weekends off and you're like you have no purpose. So I was sitting, you know. I mean, like
nothing matters. More iPad time.
Well, I was at a dive bar shooting pool.
Fuck yeah.
By myself. There was like 2 old heads in there and the bartender. It was called City Oasis in Norton. It's closed now. Yeah. The beers were literally put on ice in like a cooler. That's like how dingy it was. The place used to be a strip club. It was a peak location. It was peak.
I love that. A true dive bar.
A true dive. There's never going to be another one like that around there.
Okay, so you're sitting there shooting pool, drinking beer on ice.
And then I realized, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with myself right now? Like, I'm not even like, I'm on a path for something, but it's like I'm also not doing anything.
It's the path of going.
Yeah, literally a downward path, spiraling path.
Yeah, this is going to end in leaving Las Vegas really quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to get. Yeah, they're gonna give me $10,000 as a severance package at a job when I'm 50. I'm gonna go to Vegas, fall in love with a hooker, and drink myself into oblivion. Yes. What a beautiful romantic movie that is.
So I reached out to a friend at the time, and I said, hey, because he told me, he said, Sam, you should like do stand-up at some point. That was like a year ago.
That's good.
We started going to shows. I even took my ex to some shows at the time. And it's the same old story as anyone else. You watch some shitty stand-up go on stage, and
then
you're
you
like,
believe you can do it.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah. So I started going up to the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain in Boston.
Bucket, nice place. I like it.
It's fun. It's fun. It's hard, but it's fun. Yeah. I killed the first night. I was like dressed up, looking goofy, material terrible. Yeah. But there was college kids in the room, and they just laughed at me.
They'll eat that shit, and especially if you're dressed up goofy.
They weren't laughing at my jokes. They were laughing at me, and I thought, oh, I'm killing it.
I'm getting this attention. Yeah.
Then I'm like, went back the next week. I'm like, all right, time to be hot shit, and then just flatlined,
Yeah,
bombed.
exactly. Because the people didn't have the novelty anymore.
No, it was gone. There wasn't those it was the regulars, and those
Exactly.
people won't laugh if you're not funny.
They're just sitting there like...
Literally. Where's the jokes? Where's the funny? So after that, I started going back every Friday or every Sunday for like 2 months straight, bombing, just bomb after bomb, and then finally,
so good.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
Nothing better than that like dead silence. It's like,
at some point I'm gonna make them laugh. I was literally chasing a dragon of trying to get laughs, and finally, after like the second month, I got a couple of giggles, and I said, okay, I'm ready to venture out now.
Yeah.
This is my training ground. This is my home base. This is where I can like just get a little crazy.
It's very important to go to different mics.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because different demographics. Like if I didn't drive down to Connecticut and have people laugh at my shit, I was like, I would have probably stopped.
Yeah, I would have ended it all at that point.
No.
I was actually let me finish the story real quick, and I'm gonna follow up with that. But no. So after that, I was like, all right, 2 months in, I got some laughs. Let's go to Rhode Island, because I heard about the Rhode Island scene. I met up with a guy I went to school with, Dylan Weiner. He's in LA now doing stuff over there. I don't know if you remember him. He was there like in the scene 2 years ago before he moved. I met up with Dylan at like some of the DiNuccio mics in the scene. That's like one of the guys who like runs some mics.
And then Pub on Park,
the Wednesday mic, and then the Thursday mic over there. Yeah. So I started doing that circuit, and then I eventually broke into like Will Wells's Wednesday mic, The Vault.
Yeah.
And then after that, I started doing Kinsman on Fridays, and I was like, I got there at like, I think like mic 7.
Yeah.
Mic 7 or mic 4. I think it was mic 7 I broke in there.
still hosting, Pat O'Neill coming in late, and they'd have the good like Roger Williams crowd coming in and out. So like, and then like the other thing is, John's a charismatic young kid, and then like he'd be working the food service job, and people would be like, "Oh, you do comedy? I'll come see it." And then, thank God, because that kind of brought them in, and
brought everything in.
And it's an open mic that feels more like a bar show, so you finally get to experience that next echelon.
Yeah, the thing is too, though, Tyler, people forget though, but like it wasn't always like that when it first started out. Yeah. It was the only Friday mic in New England, so everyone gave him shit for. Everyone gave him shit.
I remember they're like, "It's never gonna work. Every comic is working their food service job on Friday night. How do you expect them to come do comedy?"
People on the street trying to ask for change. What do you mean you want to do comedy on a Friday?
Yeah. There's no parking lot. What's going on? Meanwhile, now 130 mics later.
Literally, bro. It was at one point. It was literally 6 or 7 of us. It was me, Pat O'Neill, John Imperator, Rudy Marinosi, Bill James, Frank Allen. It was just 6 of us just holding it. I did 20 minutes over there one time. There was no one. There was all 5 of us in the room with like 2 random people. Yeah. And then thank God after like night after night, like weeks on end of just like there was barely anyone. It started to blow. Finally the Providence scene came in.
Yeah.
Then like the new, like eventually more people came in, but like everyone from the scene, and now the new class of comics is in there, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's nice, and it's a good amount of people too. And also, I like that idea that you were like, I did 20 minutes there, because a lot of people, the big line you get to is formulating a tight 5, 8 to 10, 15, then 20, and it's like it's these mics. And these mics are going to be dead rooms with 5 people in them, like Rick's Bar and Grill or Early Kinsman.
Oh my God!
You get to do and like, how long can you sit in the fire? How long can you talk to a wall?
Hold down the fort.
The schizophrenic rant.
Dude, Rick's Bar and Grill.
Good pizza.
Oh my God, I miss it so much, bro.
Who was it that ran that?
Corey Mayo.
Corey Mayo, yeah.
God bless his soul, bro.
Yeah.
Dude. Rick's Bar and Grill over in Woonsocket. Was it Woonsocket?
Yes,
Woonsocket, bro.
And then Al Kristaki said he almost got stabbed there, so he never went back. It's a biker bar.
It is.
They set up in the corner. It feels like a trailer.
The thing is like touring headliners in New England would go there. They would literally, dude, I hosted one time. I brought a couple of my buddies.
Yeah.
5 or 6 headliners came into the... You might have even been there, Tyler, when I was hosting. Bro, like Lee Syatt, Dan Martin, a couple other guys, I just don't remember their names, were in there. Like dudes who like do 40 to an hour. Exactly. Like they do actual paid shows.
But they get to do 20 minutes at Rick's Bar.
That's
why the headliners go there. But let's see, the first time I saw Lee Syatt was at the Hotel Vernon.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he was in the
Worcester scene. Mic. Yeah, and they also do the writing room before that, which I didn't know. Like I showed up before that, and I started going to writers' rooms on Saturdays. It's cool. They do an improv one in Fall River.
Yeah, I heard about that. I will never go. I'm all set.
I know improv is also you know what I'm saying. Improv feels like the sibling that went to college.
Yes, yeah,
it's like I just kept going because I want to learn joke writing structure.
Oh my god!
What?
My only issue with like writing classes, unless you're writing with someone who's is better than you, I just feel like you don't. I mean, I've heard the complete argument of like it's always better when you're doing comedy with people, but then it's like if you're writing with people that are like worse. Not trying to dish, no, 100%, dish out. But if you're writing comedy with someone with only a year in, and they start giving you tag that, you're gonna get worse. Yeah, like odds, and also
they'll drag you down
with them.
Level. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that's funny that this corny thing this person told me. I should do that, and it turns it. I guess their road is leading to hack, and if you're going with someone that's going to a road to hack, and you're trying to find your voice, it's going to divert you from your path of your own voice.
Yep. Because
that's what I was told. Is like. You have a perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's all we have.
That's all you have. And but the other thing is too, this more goes in like comedy theory.
Yeah. We're talking about the process of comedy now. We're really getting into the interesting stuff. Go back to the gooning food service and video games, guys. Nobody cares about this.
It's over. Show's over. Goodbye.
Yep, bye. Okay. Comedy theory.
I think people also like take upon different styles of comedy from like different comedians who've already they don't copy them, but people do like similar flow structure. So like cadence. So like I don't want to say names, but I know one guy who does the Noon Show mics who has like a Shane Gill, like two guys who do like a Shane Gillis flow. You know who I'm talking about,
but I like the other thing is this is what happens is. There's a rotating number one. Louis C.K., Kevin Hart. It was Dane Cook when we were young. That was a fucked up phase. What, the early 2000 crackhead snapback energy, that was Dane Cook. You know what I'm saying? And
I wasn't around for that, thankfully.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was a dark time. You know what I'm saying? It was the early 2000s. Yep. But so there's a rotating things, and then these people are the fathers of comedy at that point. Where like a frat boy sees that, he's like, yo, I want to be Burt Kreischer.
Sure.
Or
let me talk about my drinking problems. The machine.
Glamorize it. And it's just like rappers glamorizing selling drugs and or fucking doing drugs.
I love how the Providence scene just shits on Burt so much.
Well, everyone shits on Burt Kreischer.
Does everyone shit on Burt these days? I know Providence hates him.
Well, he had his heyday, but it's like, okay, so you're on the shoulders of Joe Rogan.
Okay, and
you're a fat guy sitting on a short, stocky,
body.
Not that good comedian either.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I remember... Oh, God, I was so drunk that one time someone showed me the Burt Kreischer stand-up.
Oh, God.
And that's the only way you should consume that. And it's also really... Your joke taking off your shirt as a fat guy, after you see it 100 times, you don't want to
see it anymore.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What I like to say is he's like the intro to stand-up. Like, if you want to show someone stand-up comedy... Just showing Burt Kreischer. If you want to show like a smooth-brained Nimrod, what stand-up comedy is, just a complete normie, like a Rick and Morty Goy Slop type of guy. Show him Burt Kreischer, and they'll get it.
Yeah, this is Goyim.
It's like it is Goyim, but it's like I think it's. Listen, I like shitting on Burt just as much as everyone else, but he's a great way to introduce you into comedy.
He is the simple floor level basic shit.
The simple salesman of comedy.
But pivoting back to the point of like we are all. Do you have a comedy idol that you aspire to be? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are saying like I keep trying to do my Doug Stanhope impression, but I'm not Doug Stanhope because I'm not that intelligent or edgy. I can't do a Indian gang rape joke and make it hit.
Make it funny,
yeah. Or it's just like
it's next level.
that abortion, like it was like I think it was the end of one of his specials. It was like people would put like it's a life, not a choice, and they'd put a picture of a fetus on people's cars.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He called the number on it. He was like, "You're putting child porn on all these cars," and it's like about the fetus being like, you know what I'm saying? You made it like, dude. We just got demonetized or whatever.
Bro, I was ripping my vape when the show, so I didn't even realize we're recording. It's already over.
Who is your what's it called? Like, who did you want to emulate, and what made you? What brought you to comedy?
Like I said, what brought me to comedy was the fact that I wasn't doing anything with myself, and I had no aspirations to do anything with myself.
So you just found the darkest road you could take.
I figured I'm already this low. Can it get much lower? No, and then. who like which school of comedy, which comedians that I really like. I like Patrice O'Neill. I respect his writing style because he never wrote. He just would like, I guess he would think of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did something else in the background, but lately I've been kind of doing that where I think more than like write, and I'll like write when I need to like figure out something or record something.
Yeah, bullet points and or like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of
I
people...
stopped typing out my set completely. I completely stopped typing out my sets. I'm gonna... The thing about typing out your sets is it's good because it saves on like your Google, so it'll always be there. So I actually have to do that today and type out some jokes to figure out if I have 10 or not. But it's also like
doing it verbatim like that kind of puts you in a box because I find like
it happens, yeah, because you're like
path I can do like, you know, like Fallout RPG things. My brain, like a new thought will appear there. Like I remember one of my better sets, I was like, yeah, you guys should share condoms. And it's like I didn't write that or anything like that. It was just organically just the dumbest thing that came into
your mind. Yeah, exactly. Like I think of like base points. I think of how can I make this funny, and I think about it. I'm like, oh, this is funny. Let me like write this out, and like I'll write it out on like a notepad I have or a scratch pad, and then with that, it's like, all right, I have that now, and I have that if like before my set at an open mic, I can look at it. This is for open mics, by the way. Shows you want to actually like recite your material a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Have it ready. You know, but
as opposed to getting up there and just
riffing, and screaming into the mic.
Because the other thing is everyone's doing rehearsed material at that point, as opposed to an open mic. You've got people crying about their ex-girlfriend, their problems with their father. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have
them being transgender. I don't fucking
know. It was like the first open mic I hosted at a skew. There was a woman up there begging for money, and she didn't understand the concept of the lights. So like.
Oh, she's just up there.
She was just up there saying, "Give me money, give me money, give
Spare
me money."
Change! Spare coochie, sir! Spare coochie!
And Winsong was like, okay, she hasn't honored the light. You need to go get her off the stage. And like, I don't have a hook to like, you know,
pull her out.
It's like,
were you hosting?
I was hosting.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
Hosting gig.
Oh, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare.
Enjoy.
Lady, you're done. Get the fuck off stage.
Exactly,
so I started more like flowing it, and my comedy's been 10 times better. But so I've been kind of like doing my jokes like Patrice.
Yeah.
I really like Tim Dillon's stage presence.
I've never actually watched this.
That's the thing, is no one's ever watched his stuff. They just watch his podcast. Yeah. But if you
keep going.
If you act on YouTube, he's got a comedy special on it was like Comedy Central. Yeah. So you can kind of like see how he does his stage presence. Yeah. And I also saw him live, which was really useful.
Was that down in Connecticut?
That was in Boston. That was at the Wilbur. I went to that. I took the train. I took a train, took an Uber. It was worth the money because it's such a legendary experience. Yeah. I like Tim Dillon's stage presence and the way he kind of forms jokes and how loose they are. Yeah. And I really like early Bill Hicks. Not late Bill Hicks.
Yeah, before he got too spacey.
Yeah, too spacey, too fucking
when
like
he was talking
George
about
Carlin.
acid's gonna fix the world, man. And when he was still talking about, I like cigarettes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Just
like,
fun stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, when you get to that like state in comedy where you're like, I'm a philosopher, because I mean that's essentially what Endgame is for most modern comics.
Yeah, well,
unfortunately.
Okay, no, the fantasy of every comic is to end up a cult leader.
A cult leader, a philosopher, whatever you want to call it.
And and there's different ways to circumnavigate that. Like Doug Stanhope's just strictly underground, like, you know what I'm saying? And he makes it so edgy that he could never have that whole thing. Or Steve Martin got to the point where in his era,
he was so funny, he had to quit.
He was literally the highest echelon of comedians, selling out stadiums, walking out of the stadium and buying everybody hamburgers after, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just a level that you could never even aspire to. And he said, I'd walk out there and I could say bobbledygook and they would laugh their fucking dicks off, and I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
So he goes to film. And now he's making a show with Selena Gomez.
Oh my god, is he?
Yeah.
No shit.
Only Murders in the Building.
No shit.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
In high school English class. Is he in that?
Yeah, Steve Martin. Yeah, it's so fucking good. It's a Thanksgiving. It's so good. But anyways, early Bill Hicks, especially in the Rodney special, the Rodney Dangerfield special, when you learn about him, because Bill does those jokes where it's like, set up, punchline, set up, punchline, set up, punchline, set up, punchline.
It's very technical.
And then the end, he gets in this really like dark turn where you can like set up, not even a set, like lead on, story, and then craziest fucking punchline.
Now,
It's the craziest thing I've ever heard, and it's something I aspire to do one day. I've found myself trying to do it this week, but I just couldn't find a punchline for my story.
That's
the other that's so difficult.
You can talk premises all day like a podcast, but until you like, that's what I need is teeth to make it bite, to like actually make people laugh. And Doug Stanhope talked about Bill Hicks saying that he would read books and just take what he read that day and go up and make it into a bit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like it was just like, and that's the goal. They say Richard Pryor would do it a lot too, where it's like you just take your day and it goes through the filter of your mind, and all of a sudden you've rationalized it with humor and you can project that out.
I do something similar like that.
Yeah, you know
I think of stuff that's happened. I'm like, this is funny. How can I add like a punchline to this? How do I add a setup and change it up?
Yeah, like I went to a TJ Maxx bathroom and it was flooded with shit. Like, how do I make this funny?
Some TJ Maxxed out that toilet.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Shit.
There's so many different routes about it. Those are my main three, but I've heard a lot of people kind of do like I mean, I've heard obviously like the new cats. Also a lot of whatchamacallit. What's his face? Guy, who's the one-liner? Who's the famous
one-liner?
Yeah, it was that guy with the glass.
Dimitri Martin?
No, who? No. The other guy, the guy who was always on drugs, he died on April 1st.
Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Like, there's a certain
beer is ice cold.
That.
How can I drink it?
Yeah.
I got the bagel. I don't need the receipt.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
It's funny though, because it's like, even though one-liners I think can be super original, now it's like when I hear a formula like that,
it'll turn you off.
It's not a little bit. I don't want to shit on the comics because we both know a couple of people who do that, and I'm not shitting on them. But it's like when I hear that formula, I'm like,
but the other
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
but
it's
the
like
same thing as some people are turned off by like, oh, you're trying to be an edgelord, or some people don't want to hear, oh, you're telling stories, I don't want to hear this story again. Or,
when there's three people doing the Shane Gillis formula, I go out for a smoke.
Yeah,
like,
you want a variety. But
you know,
I had a question about, so do you feel like a lot of people, when I told them I did stand-up and I don't drink or smoke anymore, they said like, oh, you need that chaotic aspect of your life.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Exactly. They're like, you need to be fucking up.
No, you don't.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You're clown.
We're already fucking up as is.
Exactly,
we're doing the lowest of the low of arts.
Yeah.
I quit smoking weed like 4 months ago. And I barely drink. The only time I drink is at the Kinsman on Fridays, just to support the bar. I have 3 beers. I have 3 beers.
To pay for, like, Gina's
just to
mortgage
pay Shayna's mortgage and her
Yeah.
kid. That's the only place. And the beers are actually, like, fairly affordable. So, I'll buy beers to support the bar. But you don't need to smoke and drink to do... That's how you...
It's a misconception. It's the trap of, like, oh, you get remotely successful, you catch a DUI, now there's your...
Now you can't now because it's a driving. Providence is a driving town.
It's like, oh, fucking everywhere's a driving town these days.
Everywhere besides New York City. New York City's the only place where you could physically take the... I mean, Boston too, but you only get so far with Boston with like trains and buses, you know? Yeah. Sorry.
Don't you worry. No, you can rip that thing as much as you want.
Appreciate. I'm trying to like... 100%. We got a good flow state going, Tyler. No, the thing is... Like, when I first started comedy, I was smoking so much outside with everyone. I was on the cart wave too.
Yeah, and it's also, but that's half the fun is going outside and riffing with like 3 or 4 people, as opposed to when you have to sit inside and be quiet and respectful. You know what I'm saying?
We'll go into that next because I got a funny thing about that. But no, it's like the thing is too is like when you smoke, like people are like, yeah, bro, I can smoke and just do whatever, and then like they do comedy and they're just like, I'm gonna
Oh, yeah. No, it's like
there's
the parrot
no
from Charlie Brown. It's like,
there's no fucking cadence. They're just too high. Like, people get too fucking blasted.
Yeah, I would try, like, drinking and smoking weed, and then I'd try and do comedy. It's like driving with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get somewhere, you have no idea where you're getting, but also... the dead pedestrian.
Do you ever get like high when you're killing it? Like I get a natural high when I'm on stage. I'm in a flow state. My jokes are working. I get like I'm like on the dragon right there because I'm like laughs.
It's
killing.
Happiness.
It is.
It's literally joy, and it's just like and everything in life gets easier after that. That's what it does for me. Like I said, it was purging negativity and all this other stuff, but like forcing myself to go up there with the chance of it going wrong.
Yeah.
As soon as I leave that place, I'm like, the rest of the world's so easy to deal with.
beautiful night. Time to go home. I'm in a great mood.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like for example, the reason why I typed out my sets was because I was so fucking high all the time, and I would like use those sets. I'd be like, well, I could just stick to the plan and smoke all night, and then it's like my
Shakespearean play about balls.
Literally. Literally. But like you said...
Hear thee, foreskin and dick hair.
Circumcision or not to circumcise?
I want my foreskin back!
Fucking...
Yeah, dude,
I would box myself in with, like, doing stuff like that, and then I would use weed to be, like, act like...
Cope.
Yeah, coping.
Exactly.
I'd cope and I'd be high on stage and be like, hey, guys. And I would just bomb. I'd bomb for weeks on end. I'm like, why am I not funny? Oh, because I'm not naturally off the cuff right now. I'm not actually like doing it with my like intent and again, purpose. I'm just here chilling.
Comedy being about timing and weed making you take a 5-second pause while you evaluate what just happened ruins the time.
Ruins the time. Yeah. Ruins the cadence. Yeah, that's what the
Sorry, I keep blowing my nose.
No, you're fine. The new class of comics right now, I think, are still working on their cadence, which is good. I love that
you keep saying the new class of comics, like, because I don't know, I'm just
it's a new wave in Providence right now.
Yeah, because I realize like, oh yeah, all these other people left, and I'm just a dinosaur now.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Tyler. It's fucking.
I'm the 30-year-old that feels decent.
Yeah, the main thing about Providence, from what I can tell, is you just need to have your tight 10, and then you got to reach out to people who book shows or go to their shows.
Book your own. That's what I'm doing. Is booking my own.
Oh, you're doing your own shit now? Yeah.
Well, that's it. Well, it's the only no one booked me.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? I get put on Hygiene Arc Alley May 30th. Ooh. I'm gonna be there for a guest spot, probably a Type 5.
Check them out.
An hour, yeah.
Have you been reaching out to people?
That's the problem.
You got to reach out. Providence is a reach out scene.
Yeah, it's like you need to be like, hey, can I do 5 off top? Hey, can I do 5 off?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. And people are nice to the point, and if people think you won't ruin the energy of the mic, they'll let you go do that. And that's the big problem with like, it's a self-confidence thing with marketing yourself, because I remember people saying, you know how good you'd have to be for someone to walk up and ask you to be on their fucking show? Exactly. Yeah. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Shane Gillis could be on that open mic stage and no one would walk up to him and be like, please come do my show. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember people were like, I want to ask twice, and I was like, I want to ask once, and they were like, that's why you're not getting booked.
I was doing the same thing like a year ago, or even like 2 years ago, when I got booked for a couple of shows. Wasn't for good people, but I got booked for shows. My first ever show was do you know Laughing with Larry? You remember that? All right, don't worry about it. It was.
But it was
not
so. What would it turn out like?
Well, the guy has like a felon now. He was trafficking puppies and stealing money from people. It was a crazy story. But people would go to his show. I found out about it, and I was like, I'm not doing any more of his shows. And like every open mic comic in the scene started doing his shows. I'm like, all right, assholes.
Yeah, they're like, take that corrupt puppy money.
Yeah, literally. They weren't even getting paid.
Soul.
People weren't even getting paid to like headline and shit. Like he was doing real shows, not just showcases, and no one was getting paid. So he got phased out quickly. But no, I mean, like going back to my point, it's like you just need to approach in Providence. Like that's my issue, was I was just working on the craft and smoking so much weed, and I wasn't like participating whatsoever.
That's another thing with the I watched a Ralphie May like comedy lecture for 2 hours where he taught at the comedy store, and he said, don't do drugs at the mics. Mm-hmm. Don't just show up, be professional, be clean, don't have your notes on stage. And so it's like really treating it like a job.
Yeah.
And that's because why didn't I get booked for 3-4 years that I was doing comedy? Walk in, bite the bullet, anxious, walk out. And that's my own anxiety of being unable to hang out.
You gotta just hang.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing. And that's what I've learned recently. Like, there's nowhere better to go. These are your, not coworkers, but like, these are the people that get it. Like, you know
people in the same craft. Yeah,
exactly. Like, we've never talked for more than 10 minutes, but we know what we both have the same ideas now. Yep. We could riff about this for another hour. Yeah. But
if you're invited to go get some food after the mic, go get food. Like if that's the easiest hangout.
A lot of it is being open to the world itself. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that are like you said, they're in the goon cart
iPad gaming
thing. Yeah, they're like their social interaction is getting on Discord at the end of the day. Because I know a lot of people, and you never got outside of your high school group of friends because You all went away to college. You get on Discord and you watch reality TV together.
Well, that's new. That's like new. That's completely new. This is completely new to this decade. Like this has never happened before that. Keep in mind, pre-COVID, what people did was they would get out of high school, go to college, make friends in high school, and hang out with those groups. Then COVID happened, where no one could go out. So then instead of meeting people, then you'd go on Discord. You'd condense into Discord, talking to your high school friends if you had any. If you're lucky enough.
You used to have to develop the social skills to be like military kids. They go up to a new fucking school every 4 years through middle school and high school. They learn how to make a new group of friends, and they also learn how, more importantly, bye.
Yeah, leaving.
Hey, if you're in California or Philadelphia, if you want to come see me, like you can do that. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're not gonna like strenuous kill ourselves to maintain this fucking friendship.
I'm like an alley cat. I'm like a stray cat when it comes to my high school friends. Like I'm around, but I'm not all like I'm going to open mics. I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. So it's like maybe I'll hop in the Discord chat like on a Friday or a Saturday if I have nothing going on. If
I need to punch in and get some incel takes, I could
talk to the boys.
I could be like, yeah, all right, guys.
See if there's a fire.
How's the Counter-Strike economy going?
Wait, how bad did the knives crash? What?
Dude, I can't believe like the microeconomies that have happened of like, okay, so you buy Ethereum to gamble on, like, okay, so it's a chest for a PDF that you have on your fucking Counter-Strike skins that you sell into the economy. And I was like, do you guys do this to launder money? No, it's just fun to gamble on.
It's just fun to gamble.
What?
It's just fun. What? I had a buddy of mine who was holding on to a knife skin, and he was like, I'm going to wait till it goes up. I'm going to wait till it goes up. And then it just bombed completely. And then he's like, yeah, I lost like $1,000.
And people used to do this with real assets, and now it's for PDFs that you could lose if your computer gets fried.
Yeah.
And also, gambling is, as people don't drink, as people aren't like siphoning away their life force in other ways, gambling is the big thing they're pushing on us right now.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, deleting my sports gambling shit was the best thing that ever happened to me.
I only gamble on horse racing like twice a year.
I only do the most degenerate type of gambling there is.
Just horse racing.
Thing and I'm hitting with, run, horse, run!
Let's go!
Go get him!
I got the notepad.
Yep.
Go!
American Pharaoh, Triple Crown!
I'm an old head like that. I watch horse racing. That's my off.
So where'd you get your aesthetic from? Was it your like dad being at work? Like I know two people that have had handlebar mustaches, and you're one of them.
My barber, who's a friend of mine, one of my incel friends, he told me
barbers got pussy, but keep going.
He was killing it. He's killing it still. But I was like kind of twirling my stash a little bit, and my barber was looking at my stash. He's like, "What do we do with this?" And then his boss is like, "Add a twirl to it." She's like one of those millennial tattoo freaks. And she's like, "Add the twirl to it."
We need a little steampunk.
Literally. Except like I'm not steampunk. I'm like blue collar white trash. So
yeah, exactly. I'm an electrician.
Yeah.
When I get zapped, it goes straight. That's how I know that I'm fucking.
Oh, it's live. No, so. And like ever since I've been repping it, but not like a weird like strange like steampunk millennial hipster, but rather like more of like I'm aiming for like
it's like you know
I'm aiming for like a
you're wearing like real Carhartt right now. You aren't wearing like my Carhartt shirts. They're just like long sleeves. You know what I'm saying? Like that thing could go through some knife. Wow, I didn't get a fucking gas through my artery.
I call this my comedy jacket because I have like pockets that can hold like I have multiple notepads. So I have like this is my like bit notepad.
You keep that fucking thing on you. Okay.
I have my sketch notepad. I think I have cards, Tyler.
See, these are the keys, right? You can see right behind that monitor I cleaned up for you, but this is where comedy comes from, a legal pad. It's supposed to be legal things, but this is the magic.
This is what I used to do back in the day. I used to literally print out sets and then I would staple them and organize them. I'm like, this is my in. And then
this is it. This is glory right here. Also, I only use the first 2 pages that I throw
of everything.
Yeah.
4 years of material down the drain.
No, we got more.
I was gonna say, if you don't have like a full bin worth of notebooks, are you really doing comedy?
I just want to burn them all and start over. Sometimes.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good fire starter at some point.
No, that's the other thing is I'll remember a bit like I don't want to burn it now because someone's like, oh, that's really good because like. You try and do all new stuff constantly.
Yeah.
And then like I'm like, oh, I remember this old bit. I do that old bit, and they're like, where's that been for the last? You've been eating shit at Mike for 3 weeks. Why aren't you saying this good material
stuff?
you have in the cut? Yeah.
What? How many mics a week are you hitting?
I went through a breakup, and so I feel like I'm a shark, and if I stop moving, I'll die or fall into despair. So I did 4 this week.
Good, keep doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep doing that. Go for the hangout if you. I don't know what time.
I've been like I said, and the other thing is like when there was a hot girl at home waiting for me, I couldn't stay and hang out.
Yeah,
I just had this like it's like literally. I used to have a bit about it. I was like, God knows I can't handle an attractive woman. I would just stay home with her all the time.
Woman. They make me sick. No. But no, that's the thing is like if you really want to do comedy, you gotta like your work life balance.
It's a lonely fight. Like you know what I'm saying? You dead ass have to like because I realized like okay, I made this dream when I was like 25. I was like I want to do comedy, and what's the dream? Being alone in a hotel room, going to Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Shitty ass cities.
I'm killing it. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'd be like.
Yeah. This is it right here, baby. We're like, on the road doing it.
Exactly, because like I just need to have like you know what I'm saying. You take your shitty experiences. That's what it is. Something shitty happens to you, and then you smile because like oh I can't wait to tell the hive mind populace about this. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like oh yeah.
It's something else. No,
it's like you take your pain and now all of a sudden it has purpose. You're like more pain.
You share it. I need
to bomb harder. I need to do worse. Sorry, keep going.
I was sharing a story where it was literally like that, where it was like a real life story of something that was like kind of hard for me.
Yeah.
And I like had really good cadence for it, but I don't have like an ending to it. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm like, fuck, I can't.
Right now?
Yeah. So the joke is like how like I used to daydream. I'm not doing this anymore. It's based off real life. So it's really I'm gonna pocket it and use in like 5 years. But it's like I used to daydream a lot. I would like fantasize about like being the man or whatever. And I remember one time when I was dating with this gal, we were at this party and I was like, I remember fantasizing about how like, yeah, man, I'm going to save her. I'm going to be that knight in shining armor for her. Yeah. She passed out at the fucking party, fell straight down, just boom.
I love people that really drink. I love like real drinkers. Like
she wasn't
falling
drinking.
Off the bar stool. Oh, she just dropped organically.
She literally, it wasn't
Pirates of the Caribbean in a corset.
We were at, like, it was in a basement. Everyone was smoking. She wasn't drugged or anything. They tested. She went to the hospital. I was like I was 21-year-old me. Was terrified. I remember she fucking, and I remember looking down. And I'm like, yo, you for real right now? And like it was like it was because the joke, the setup is like I fantasize about being the hero, and then when something actually happens where I need to be the hero, I completely fumble. I completely fuck up. I was not a good guy. I was like stunned that it happened. One guy at the party was like,
hospital?
That was her brother did, bro. I was like, I called up her family like, yo, you gotta grab her right now. Something crazy's happened, and
you did do the right thing and not give in to bystander syndrome. But I'd say if I was trying to make a bit about that, you were like, oh yeah, this girl passed out at a party. I'm the knight in shining armor, but at the same time, you throw over your shoulder and carry her out to the party. And that doesn't look like a knight in shining armor. That looks like the opposite of a knight in shining armor. Yeah, so it's kind of like a misdirection. I bring her to the hospital.
It's happened.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, it just like it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a terrifying story. Well, it was crazy for me. It was just too much.
And it's interesting because like a lot of what we do, and I say this with anyone with any kind of career path you want to do. What can you imagine yourself doing? It's the basic like shitty self-help thing of think it, dream it, do it.
Yeah.
Like what do you aspire to be? What do you want? And it's like, could you see yourself doing this? Then you can go do it. And then just you keep visualizing that. And a lot of people are telling me like I said, going through a breakup, miserable, and they say like, okay, look at exactly what you want and reverse engineer it from there.
Who's giving you this advice?
Why?
I'm
calling everyone I can for. What's your advice?
My advice?
More mics.
Yeah,
do more mics.
Don't toil your time at mic. Like if you're gonna go to mics, like what Ralphie May said, treat it like somewhat like a job. Treat it like you're on a mission. Make sure you're actually like in your free time too. When you have like a decent 5 minutes throughout like the past 3 weeks of working, whether you have 5 or 7 minutes, organize it just enough so you know what it is. And once you build up to like 10 to 15, start reaching out to people. And also you got to hang out with people so they know you too.
So they have the rapport. Well, it's also being easy to work with is the best thing for any career.
Yeah, well that's
your life, because you could be the best electrician, you could be the best carpenter, you could be the best contractor, and if no one wants to sit with you for 6 hours,
you're not getting booked. Yeah, you're gone.
Like, anyway,
goodbye.
Anywhere, all that shit. Fuck
so
you. But that's the problem is I have ADD. I never want to do the same 5 minutes over and over and over again.
ADD my ass, bro. Everyone's got
ADD
something these days.
nuts,
People
yeah.
got OCD, ADHD, ADD, AIDS. I don't fucking care, bro. Like, just like settle down and it's suffer. Like,
How do you
just
feel
suffer for
about-
5 minutes, bro.
So
It's fine. You don't want to do the same 5 minutes at an open mic all the time.
Yeah.
That's why you go to different scenes too. It sucks, but like you're close to you do Connecticut.
I ride down to the Elbow Room. Dame has one occasionally at the Hygiene Art Gallery. There's the Golden Owl, which is a mixed mic. How do you feel about mixed mics where they're doing poetry and music
I like
and
them.
shit?
I like them because if you're funny, you kill.
Yeah, it also and if you follow a poet thing, you can.
You're
hit on
gonna
the beats.
crush. You're gonna crush,
Yeah,
bro.
it's like because poetry is like again a bunch of premises and kind of vagueness, and you get to be the teeth. Like, you know what I'm saying
the cut.
They're like soft, and then you get to bite into it.
Yep. So mixed mics are great. There's actually one tonight I was thinking about going to over in Jake and Johnny's does a mixed mic on Sundays.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. You could do like 10-15 up there apparently. That's what Tony Max
I'm
told me.
100% into that.
Yeah, do that.
I'm gonna go there tonight.
I was thinking about going there tonight, bringing my camcorder and recording like my 10 minutes and seeing how it does.
They let you do 10 minutes as a mix.
Tony did 15.
Fuck yeah,
Dude, you could like do a 15 up there, and that's like the best practice you'll
It's not
ever
Jake
get.
and Johnny's anymore, apparently.
It's Paul Morano's, whatever.
Martini Bar.
I just ripped ass. Sorry.
I had this candle burning all day.
Perfect. I was like, all right, I can't hold it in
In
anymore.
terms of, but you started doing short form content or long form content.
Long form on YouTube.
Dude, we
you
should
guys
plug that as well. Yeah.
You guys can find me on YouTube at Sammy Hutt comedy on YouTube, or look at my website sammyhutt.com. All my links are there. My YouTube's on there.
Yeah,
Tyler's gonna pull it up quickly.
Yeah, if only I could.
sammyhutt.com.
I still don't know how to use.
Why do you add space? It's sammyhutt.com. No spaces.
Yeah.
2 T's, Tyler. 2 T's. Sammy Hutt with 2 T's.
I'm sorry.
There
But
I
it's
am
also
being-
I don't know how to fucking
use
stream
the
it
internet.
on.
You fucking
Yeah.
boomer.
Oh, here we go.
I made
Do
it.
you want to like
Yeah,
stream this?
yeah,
and show
stream
to the
it.
people?
Stream
You know
it
how
to
to
the
use
people.
OBS. Get
Yeah,
it
here.
going. Okay, we're switching seats. You're the pilot now. Look at me.
We're gonna add a scene.
captain.
No, sorry. Source. Web browser. Window capture. Sammy. See, I'm teaching Tyler some stuff. Sammy Hutt. Okay, select window to capture.
Teaching implies that I'm going to retain this information, and that's not happening.
Alrighty, guys, check out the website, and then here we'll even make this smaller up here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why it's like
here
this
we go.
now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm doing. All right,
It's okay.
sammyhutt.com.
Beautiful. And then, so did you build this yourself? Or
Built
did
it
you-
myself.
No shit.
Vibe coded. Bought the .com. All the links work. Check out my latest video. It's
All right, hit that shop. See what we're selling.
there's literally I have nothing to sell. No one's buying, bro.
No, but well, yeah, NA.
It just adds.
Narcotics Anonymous.
But it'll bring you to my YouTube channel. Check out all my videos, the podcast, all that jazz, and that's it.
In terms of doing the do you see that as like a stepping stone to market your comedy? Or do you
Yeah,
see it
bro.
more
You need to elevate yourself a little
because
bit.
that-
Like
Sam Pelletier said in particular, he said, any content's better than no content.
yeah.
And I kind of needed to hear that in terms of like, okay, I guess I should keep doing my podcast that gets 3 downloads.
That's what matters, though. I'm trying to figure out.
And it's also mindless. I do enjoy the mind. Like, this is
I'm trying to figure out why this isn't.
fully in.
Yeah, something got fucked. Let's try.
I just enjoyed it.
Here we go. I have no idea how to fix this.
It's okay.
Something about it's been forever since I've done the pod, so I'm like, well, it's broken. I broke the pod.
You did like a Tim Dillon setup, you know what I'm saying? You did like dead ass, like you'd have a desk and a podium set up and you're dictating to the audience.
I
as
missed
opposed to-
that, bro.
Yeah.
That was at my dad's old place. It was
Exactly.
cool because I just had creative freedom over there. Now I'm like at my place, and my studio's in like a closet. I have like all.
And
it's
you
like
got
the
to worry
size of this.
about the neighbors.
Not
okay,
no one
really
gives.
good.
Yeah,
you don't
it's
have people
no one-
jumping up and down and fucking.
I'm on the top floor.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's.
So you're the one.
I'm the one jumping up and down. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. It's pretty good. No, it's not a bad setup. Rent sucks over here. Don't live in Mass or New England.
Rhode Island has the largest disparity of wages, like living wage,
Really?
to the amount of rent you're expected to pay in the United States.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's literally like there's a bunch of engineers and they're like, we can't hire new engineers because no one can afford to live here. And then, okay, you have to live like 45 to an hour out.
Where do you even live out there?
Exactly.
Like
It's,
fucking Western Mass to get over here.
Fall River and that kind of stuff. And then I hear about
Fall River's expensive now, bro.
Yeah, well, they're gentrifying it. They're building a train to Boston, and we're so back.
We're so what do you mean we're so back? It's so over.
We're coming up.
It's so fucking over.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god. This is gonna bother me now that it's like this.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's interesting. I remember Jim Carrey said something about how his father worked a stable accounting job and lost his accounting job, and it's like
I remember about
if you
that.
have the capacity to fail anyways, then you might as well do the craziest thing you can think of that's going to give you the most fulfillment. And then I hear about engineers that are like living in $400 apartments. And are just annoyed by like, they're like, oh, my neighbor's got a boyfriend. Okay, they banged for a minute and a half and then go to sleep. That's not too bad. And then she got a girlfriend and they would just be fucking for like hours. She just like, can't sleep. It's like the perpetual, like the agony you go through with
cycle.
Your neighbors. Yeah, it's like, oh, why can't you just be sexually disappointed so I can sleep again? The real cost of making...
living in a rat hole apartment. Nah, bro. My place is sweet because it's like my neighbors on one side. There's like my bathroom and then my studio like closet, so I'm able to close the doors on that. And then the other side is my kitchen. And I know the neighbor next door. She has like 2 dogs and gets no dick, so it's like quiet in there.
Her.
It's just the dogs will bark sometimes.
Yeah, because it's the ultimate human indulgence. I just read East of Eden. Really interesting character in there named Samuel. Actually.
Oh, there we go.
He's like the pinnacle of what you know what I'm saying a person should be. It's like he was a very good blacksmith and inventor, but he never made any money doing it. You know what I'm saying? But
unfortunately,
yeah. But they're talking a lot in East of Eden that like the urge to reproduce and have sex is the most human thing, because like if we only like walked around and making art all day, we would be kind of like what the Greeks considered divines. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I like the Greek mythology because they have a lot of like the bullshit of like
they would rape kids.
Yeah, no.
That's what I like about it.
Zeus had to reproduce. Zeus kept fucking.
Dude couldn't even put it away, bro.
There's a Cyclops crossbreed of Zeus.
The original Epstein. Oh my god. No, but dude. I get it though. No, there's like certain Greek stuff that I hear about, like the guy who had like he would only have a bowl and he would like sleep in a barrel and like just jerk off out in public. You know that Greek mythology story?
Yeah. It's like
me on a Sunday.
Yeah, no, but it's also just wasting your whole life. I like that they were all. The fun thing about those folk tales, it's not as like high concept as Christianity. It's more just like, oh, these are simple lessons. Like, don't look at yourself in the mirror too long or you're going to not go outside.
Exactly.
Like, you know yeah. What are we doing but looking in mirrors of algorithms that we created ourselves and looking at a reflection of ourselves all day instead of taking in the world and the X factors of like strange shit that can happen.
What I notice is when I find myself doom scrolling is when I'm truly bored. Yeah. Last night I was at like a fire. It was like the end of the night, and I was just on my phone scrolling Twitter. I'm like, I need to go home. I realized I'm like, I just need to go home.
It's strange because I wake up every morning with this sense of perpetual dread, but like as soon as you get to the end of the night, you never want life to end.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like...
Especially when you're doing comedy. That's the big thing.
Yeah, it's like... Because also, yeah, you get the high of doing the show. And that's why the dream is like... Oh, you got a 6 p.m. spot, a 9 p.m. spot, an 11 spot? I have a reason to be awake! Yes!
Oh my god, I feel that.
Yeah.
I want to hit the road at some point when I actually get like funny. So that's
Well, that's the goal. Like I said, it's just like going the shitty like two clowns, one car riding across the country.
My goal is I want to get good enough at YouTube and my videos where I make money off it, and then what I want to do is I want to get funny enough where I'd get booked, and then I want to buy a van, pimp it out, solar panels, an AC, a heater, and just travel the country doing stand-up.
Like a Winnebago kind of. They have the Mercedes Winnebago Airstream collabs.
Whatever that is, probably like that. But be able to like record YouTube, do that, have a computer set up in the van.
Do you have TikTok?
Yeah, I'm not a big TikToker. I'm more of a YouTube guy.
See, that's the problem is like we're supposed to be tuned into the TikTok because that's the only way you'll get people like under 25 to like watch you.
It's like TikTok comedy is like completely different than what the comedy you and me are at.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, because we're old school.
I saw one of those TikTok comics on Kill Tony recently, who's actually a Boston guy, and Pat O'Neill from Providence was like doing his set. And I was looking at the Boston guy's face. Everyone was laughing, and the Boston guy was like, And it was like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly,
Like, he was shitting.
Why are you hating on? Like, also, it's the pretentious thing because he's got the
Yeah.
success from TikTok. He's not breaking his teeth, and he doesn't enjoy that people are just laughing at your shit.
Yeah,
You know
it
what
was
I'm saying?
fucking annoying. I think the guy's kind of funny,
Tony.
but
I don't watch that shit.
I stopped. I got bored.
I remember. No, the funny thing about TikTok though is because I remember there's a homeless comic in NYC living out of like a U-Haul van he bought.
Nice.
I watched, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll watch this content because you want to see the struggle, but then as soon as he got an apartment, lost all interest.
Yeah,
you know
he's established. All right, get it.
Or like,
yeah.
or it's like people want to see the TikToks of the struggle, but as soon as you get success, like you need to have already had the gall to be good at comedy, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It feels like and it's sort of a weird edging thing where it's like you don't want to show your comedy, you want to show everything but your comedy so you don't burn your bits and you can keep using them, because back in the day people would tour 20 minutes for their whole life. And my goal in comedy is to have a good 20-minute set for once. Nice, simple Comedy Central 20 minutes, like what I would watch when I was at a hotel as a child. It's like, oh, Comedy Central, there's 20 minutes, like 20 minutes. I could go do stuff now afterwards. Like I think 45 to an hour, people don't have the attention spans for it either anymore.
Specials, yeah, it's hit or miss. I mean, you got to go to I've seen like comedy shows at like terrible venues, but the comic's so good, you're like listening the whole time, and he's just so funny.
Yeah, it's like also going to theaters and stuff like that. It's just such a strange, different experience.
I mean, you got to hustle to get out there, but once you're in there, it's good. When Tim Dillon went, he had like a Boston opener. That guy sucked. Yeah. Then he had is not headliner because Tim's the headliner. The guy who follows Tim, he went up there.
Ben Avery?
No, Ben's long gone.
Yeah,
it was some guy that followed up Tim, and then Tim came on.
What do you think of? I watched his podcast.
Can we put I gotta take a leak.
Yeah, go for it. Is there a pause? Yeah, so we could just stop recording.
Yeah, I would keep streaming. Just keep streaming and then edit. Can you edit?
Can you edit before you leave? Go piss. I got you.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Blah blah
blah blah blah
blah blah
blah blah blah.
Yeah, sorry for running late today. Fuck you.
Dude, don't worry.
I was busy. I was gaming last night. I was on the game. So
what games were you playing?
What games was I playing? I was some stupid games, and then what happened was
stupid games.
A friend of ours.
Shameful games. Got the podcast.
Anime waifu simulator 3000.
Home chores.
Work simulator.
There's a huge trend of that where like my coworker wants like power washing simulator, home renovation simulator.
That's when you have nothing better going on.
It's like like I just want the satisfaction of doing work when I'm at home.
When I'm not working.
I never want to turn it off and decompress.
Meanwhile, their house is a pigsty. Like, it's fucking disgusting.
Exactly.
Like
empty beer cans across
everywhere.
The whole top of the place. Getting into being an electrician, how did you feel about that process? And did you go through an apprenticeship? Did you go through a trade school?
Yeah, I did all that. Terrible. Don't do it, guys.
Really?
No, it's not bad. It's just like right now with the economy. I mean, they say the economy's up, but like in all reality.
Wait, the economy's up? We're looking at like $20 gasoline soon.
The S&P is up, therefore the economy is up. But in reality, I mean, like people aren't remodeling. Homes are not being built in New England. Commercials at an all-time slow in New England. Okay. It's just a bad time to get in right now in like our area, unfortunately.
Well, the fucked up thing is like,
it's only gonna get worse too. By the way, it's not getting better. This is the beginning of the end, Tyler. I hope you know that. We're here. We're doing it. It's been a good run.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx myself, but yeah, it's a blessed life as long as I don't have to sell my BMW that's hemorrhaging money.
Bro, is that your BMW? Yes. Is that your truck too out there?
No, that's not my truck. I drive. That's my dad's truck that he lets me drive. He does tractor trailers.
Nice.
So he literally grinds the meat amazingly hard, like on the road 10, 12 days in a row.
His hands look like this, so my hands can look like that.
So I can put mileage on his truck that he pays way too much for, and I can keep mileage off my BMW.
Yeah, crazy.
I literally have the most silly blessed life, and I'm really grateful for it. Knock on wood. I've heard that talking about your blessings because I'm taken from you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, again, I guess this perpetual agony and the idea that we're in the end times kind of just reiterates that we should be doing what we want to do.
We're not in the end times. We're just heading towards a recession. It's not that bad. Well, what's going to end up happening is it's going to come crumbling down. It's going to crash either 08 or .com bubble, and then we're going to go through a renaissance of art. which is gonna it's already happening.
I think the renaissance of art was COVID, to be honest with you. Because
no, that was just the rebirth of stand-up. The renaissance hasn't fully happened yet, because the rebirth brought in a ton of fucking nobodies that shouldn't have done comedy in the first place.
Yeah, because what we need is, like, I hate to say it, but a deep purge of the people that don't deserve to be doing it. Yeah, it's like literally, it's the stupidest thing I ever said. I was at Wait and See Comedy on Tuesday night, and I had to go 30th.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go very last. And at the end of it, I was just like, I wish some of you might have unalived. I wish we had thinned this herd out so I didn't have to sit here quite as long, because I have to go to my real job tomorrow.
What, you don't like the improv kids?
I genuinely, I can find something about every single human being in the world that I love and appreciate. Like, I can talk to just about anybody. But it's the agony of sitting there on a one-sided and having to perceive comedy for that long. Like, if you want to start hating comedy, sit at an open mic for 3 hours. It's just like every single thing. I remember back when I was a hard body alcoholic, I loved drinking. The dream was to open a brewery. I brewed a few beers. I did a Heaven Bias. I did an IPA.
Yeah.
All this fuckery. And then I went and I was at a winery. I was at Shepherd's Run in Kingston.
Okay.
And I walked up to the owner. Hugely nice guy. Looks just like Jesus. Big beard.
Nice.
And pulled back hair. And I said, dude, you're running a winery. This is like the dream for so many people. And every single person that you walk up to that's living the dream, they say, careful what you wish for.
Yeah, because you got all this overhead you don't think about. You all these people that rely on you.
Yeah, having employees is agony. They talked about in the early 2000s a lot of people starting like landscaping companies and then realizing you have to pay employees and have benefits and insurance
the fucking
fuckery.
Everything.
And so basically, hell is what we construct ourselves, so you better like the cell you're making.
Yeah, exactly. There's all this headache, so how do you find the best? I don't know.
How do you find something that helps you sleep at night? What makes you happy? Because it will never be external validation. Trust me, I've done every kind of external validation I can think of.
Following your mom's poster up there.
Yeah, exactly. and like, all that can really help you is drink water, eat well,
work out when you can.
Literally, like, yeah, I work out until I physically fall asleep, because otherwise I'm going to be doom scrolling till 2 a.m.
Do what you love, like stand up, for example, when you can get to it. That's like helps me go to bed.
Oh, the high. I can't. There's a new mic. There's a mic on Sundays. I can go to Providence. I don't have to drive to the Midway Cafe.
Yep, yeah. You drive to the Midway from here?
I've done that, yeah.
You're insane.
There's a story about like me going to the Midway, but I don't know if I should say it.
Is it good or bad?
Oh no, it's
terrible.
It's not bad. It's just kind of personal. Like, I had to. Like, what's the? You do a lot of content. What's like the statute of limitations? Or like
something that won't get you sued, or arrested, or look like a scumbag. I mean, I kind of broke that one earlier today with my whole story. Well, like, for example, when I was talking about how, like, this girl I was dating passed out, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I feel like that's kind of a scumbag thing.
That's not
if I was in my young 20s, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly. What's a 19-year-old supposed to do about saving a life?
You know what I mean?
Unless like, you're an EMT, but it's also like...
It was nightmare.
I wasn't... No, we're not going.
We don't have to bother.
Yeah, I'm not going to nuke my credibility quite yet.
It was a good run.
I have to get more successful before I like fall into the depths of fucking up.
Yeah.
What's the?
You want me to riff real quick? I can
Go
riff.
for it,
yeah. Sorry. So the reason why I showed up late was I was gaming last night. I was doing whatever. I was playing some goober game. And then our friend, I was on the Discord, unfortunately, with all my other incel friends. Like you were saying.
No, it's great. Like I said, but sometimes you need that advice.
It's good to hang out with the gang.
Yeah,
you know?
And it's also, in addition to that, I have coworkers, and it's just like, yo, wait, you guys hate women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, they try and give you advice about relationships and this and that, and then they were like, I would never cook for my wife at 2 a.m. And then, oh, you're divorced.
Well, I mean, it's 2 a.m. Who would like? She should be cooking for me, if anything.
It's like but it was a TikTok trend of like girls would go wake up their boyfriends at 2 a.m. and be like, "Can you make me a steak and cheese?"
Bro, everything's a fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here!
Also,
like,
Yeah, they say the need to be watched used to be satisfied by God, and now it's satisfied by phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Keep riffing on the incel.
So I'm on Discord. I'm talking to my friends, and one of our friends, she's like getting married. So she was at like the casino last night, and she's got the new. Yeah, she was like shit faced. It was her like cousin and her friend, and they are like the iPhone 17. I just see what you did there. She has the new iPhone 17. So the thing is with it, if you're like recording something or on Discord, it like zooms in a little bit.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're like on it, it'll like if you're on Discord, it'll like follow your face around, or not even your face, your body.
Like the
it's
eyes
so
on
weird.
a painting that follow you around.
Yep. And it was so funny because it was her
dystopian.
It was her cousin, and her cousin had like a low cut shirt, and she's like some bust. So I was like gaming, and her cousin went on there with the low cut shirt, and the camera would follow her chest around.
Yeah, it's like exactly.
I'm like gaming. I'm like,
oh, I died.
Oh wait. The next thing you know, it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, what am I doing here, guys?
Exactly.
Like, what am I doing?
So she was on Discord at the casino?
Discord at the casino. We're all in, so there is no
peak. Like, they don't let you like be on the phone at tables and shit like that.
She was slots. She's a slots girl.
That's
a slut for slots.
Yeah, no, that's slot. That dirty slot. Oh my god.
That dirty slot.
I love my family, and we go to the casino sometimes.
Do you do family casino trips?
Just me and my brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's nice. I was gonna say if it was like you and your mom.
I don't go to Fox. Like I won't go to Foxwoods unless there's a show. Jim Jeffries saw him fucking kill for like an hour and a half.
Ooh.
Low key, very good, very slept on Australian guy. I think I also loved his TV show Legit.
Okay.
But we'll go there, and like my brother's better at gambling than me. By that I mean he has more money.
He has more money to throw down.
He's got more like because that's what they need. But the issue with like I like table games. I never want to learn fucking craps.
Really?
That's the funniest thing is my brother went and he like didn't know how to play craps, but he just copied the bets of the Jamaican guy next to him and like won like $400.
Of course, yeah,
exactly. But
you look like a baccarat type of guy. This is a real Chinese year for you, you know. A very Chinese.
How'd you know I'd been to Japan with my background?
I'm like looking at this. I'm like, where are we in Korea right now? What the fuck?
I spent a month in Japan. Very formative. The white boy pilgrimage to the peak of.
Moshi moshi.
You like sushi, huh?
Hentai Subaru Mitsubishi. That's your Japanese right there.
Why is your dream Mazda convertible? You know what I'm saying? No one will like. That's the best thing I heard about Mazda convertibles. I watched the Scuff Realtor podcast a lot. He was like, no one will ever treat a $4,000 car like a $20,000 car more than those Mazda owners.
Yep. It's the fucking rotary engine, dude. Oh my god.
I was at the casino, and I was talking about the casino. I was like, I can't understand slots, so I'll never play them because, like, as we're walking out, my brother would be like, "Yo, let me throw $40 in this machine one more time, real quick."
One more.
I was like, "Yeah." I see it with my addictive personality when I would hit like the roach of a blunt like 5 more times.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Or
it's just straight backwards at that point. Not even
exactly.
Weird.
Just the nicotine. Or I remember we would put the roaches in a straw. And I realized I was hitting the straw like for 2 hours of smoking plastic.
Oh, but Tyler, what the fuck?
Oh, I was a sick fuck. But my favorite thing actually was when I would be riding in the car smoking weed, which I know is a bad thing. You're not supposed to ride in the car smoking weed.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we'd get down to the roach, and I'd throw it out the window, and I'd watch like all the white people are like, that's 80 cents worth of weed. Like, and that is just like, that's what I miss about it is like, I'm wasteful. It's something I enjoy.
So
yeah, no, like, literally, it's just I get to be like and seeing other people's aversion to like not being able to like.
Do you still smoke weed?
No.
Good.
I took 1 hit of weed in March. I was at a party. I hit it 1 time. Please don't take my job away. And then I looked in the mirror and I negative self-talk. Like everyone left the room. We were smoking in the bathroom. I looked in the mirror right afterwards and I negative self-talked. And I was like, oh, I used to do this all the time when I was smoking weed constantly.
Yeah.
And it's like, I haven't done it in a while. Then I hit the weed and I negative self-talk. And you know what I'm saying? As corny as it is, like the things you say about yourself perpetuate your reality.
Yeah.
And like the weed would trigger the anxiety and trigger like, oh, I'm a shit person.
Mm.
And like I would, you know what I'm saying? And
For me, it was literally like we'd be outside. I'd hang out at the open mics with the people.
Mm-hmm.
I would smoke weed, so I'd get self-conscious about it. And then everyone's talking, I'd just be silent. And that's like one of the things I realized, like, oh, I need to stop.
Oh, when you go nonverbal and shit like that.
Now it's like when I'm at the open mics, I start hitting with people with zingers, and I'm like getting laughs, and I'm like, all right, this is how you get like liked. This is how it's like a fun time.
Oh yeah, I'm actually like conscious and present in the conversation as opposed to disassociating.
Just being quiet.
Like all the people in a heroin circle just like.
Doing the fentanyl.
Just like or silently on our phones. Like that's the other thing. I quit smoking weed, and people are like, "Yo, you didn't have fun with me when we were just sitting in your car, listening to Cardi B, dead silent."
Yeah,
for
literally.
Like 2 hours, like. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I was just trying to get away from my house. You know what I'm saying? And it's like.
Dude, when I was smoking weed, I remember this is back in like SoundCloud era of rap. My buddy's like, "Yo, let's rap. Let's make some music. I'll make the beat, you rap." I'm like, "Bet." So we roll up a joint, we start smoking, and then I'm just awkwardly silent while he's like playing with keyboard buttons, like beep beep boop, beep beep boop. Can you do that? I'm like, "I got you." We sat there for an hour. I'm just like,
that shit fire.
That shit fire. I wouldn't say a single word. I was like, you're like beep 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 beep.
Let the beat build.
Let it go. Let it go.
25 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay.
An hour later. All right, let's wrap. That was a good night right there.
Because like you're
so perpetually thinking.
The reason these things are fed to us, alcoholism, drug addiction, you know what I'm saying, or leaning on a stimulant such as Adderall to get up and do anything you want or be focused.
Yeah.
Is they want to be able to put a little filter of you need to spend a small amount of money in order to get to your peace at the end of the day. That you need a small amount of money in order, like you got to pay for condoms if you want to have safe sex. They want to in terms of hard work in exchange for money is slowly degrading to the point where no one wants to work for their money, so they just want to have like a crypto scam. They want to be able to it's
only
a series of grifts and
fucking gambling on CS:GO knives, yada yada.
Again. But the funniest thing is, like, I remember I was, like, these kids had an apartment at, like, 18, 19 years old. So, like, you know, we're all young. It's like, oh, we're unsupervised. You can go here and get high. And we were hanging out, and they were smoking weed and freestyling.
Oh, Jesus.
And, like, these two girls left the room, and, like, I was walking out to the kitchen, and they were like, why are they having a freestyle rap cipher while we're, you know what I'm saying? Like,
while there's girls here.
There's girls here, like, we don't want to see this. What are they fucking doing?
A throwback to when I was like 19.
Yeah, exactly.
My name is Sam. I like ham.
Oh,
Spam.
Again, and it's just like when
nothing
I said,
makes
like,
pussy drier than freestyle rapping.
Exactly. It's just like how I said Shane Gillis could be on this open mic circuit and not get booked because he didn't market himself. It's just like you could be J. Cole rapping in that apartment right now, bro. These women are not getting wet.
Nah, you're drying them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Their menopause is coming in early.
It just added 10 years to my life.
Literally.
But I do respect the fact that, like, back then it was like you had to tolerate a certain amount of bullshit to get the weed. To get this shitty weed, you had to tolerate a certain amount of, like,
your dealer would show up. You would hang out, act like you give a fuck. You would talk for 20 minutes.
Looking at the drug rug, he's telling you mushrooms will cure your depression. Yeah, because that was the best part.
This is some OG Cali Kush. I got it from San Francisco. They give you a whole history and story on the weed, and you know it's just grown in some junkie's basement.
No, yeah, guys making up names for the weed. This was Lava Berry Kush.
Yeah, Lava Berry Kush.
You know what I'm saying? But the other thing was I was depressed, and I was talking to a drug dealer, and he was like, I happen to be a drug dealer, but I know these mushrooms would solve your depression. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just happen to have the solution to your problems for a small amount of money.
Right? Yeah. So I know you're financially unstable. I have a solution. Have you ever tried meth?
Exactly. And it's just like, yeah, because the other thing is when we see money as like our life force, because that's basically what they've coincided it with. We exchange our time to the highest bidder, and it's our life force. When you realize all these grifts and like gambling on your life.
Your money is time, and time is your life force. Yeah,
time is the only currency.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Every moment, and like. Even your thoughts form the world around you. Like,
speaking of which, how much am I making off this podcast?
I've got a coffee mug right here.
Ooh.
This is a free coffee mug.
I'll take this Evian water.
Yeah,
how about that? That's my.
Oh, dude.
Is that a podcast?
That's the merch for this. I'm not crazy about this design I made with AI. I'm gonna go back to like.
You made it.
That's the third iteration of coffee mug for my podcast.
Oh, is that you talking? That is so sick.
Yeah, I'm like.
Can I take this home?
Yeah, it's for you.
Oh, thanks. I
I
appreciate
have a
that.
box of them.
Oh,
I'll give you
sick.
like the V2.
Ooh.
I only ever liked the fucking first one.
Let me see if I got a card I can give you. I thought I had a card.
You got a card?
I got a card. So I hand these out at the open mics. It's actually like
that's actually brilliant.
genius, bro, because it brings them straight to my YouTube and socials. So people.
And this is, I don't like this one as much. This is the V2. That's the original logo I drew,
see that.
but I don't like the color scheme on it as much. The original.
That's pretty cool.
I could get you the other one. And then my mom made this in PowerPoint.
Stop.
There we go. Is that you talking?
Ooh, is that?
Yeah, you can have both of these.
Oh, thanks, Tyler.
Sell. And there you go. $20 value that barely covers your gas getting here. Oh wait, the camera stopped. We're blurry now. How do we fix that? You're the video extraordinaire. I got a piss. Can you riff for a few
Yeah,
minutes?
I got you.
Okay.
Here's my card, by the way. I hand that out to people.
Yeah,
They can scan it.
No, this is actually great because we can do this.
And then flip
Sammy
it.
Hut, and then here's the QR code. I would be amazed. Do not. Why does it say do not scan?
So when I get funny enough, I'm gonna put it at like random spots, and then
Yeah.
people are gonna obviously scan it unless they're a contrarian. And then it's people are gonna go straight to my website.
I appreciate it. And
I got you, dog.
This will be
All right.
right back here, and they can
Sick.
be like, what's going on right there, and scan it.
And
pretend
scan
away.
it? I'll rip for you. I'll rip for you.
for like a few seconds. While I piss.
Goobers and goobettes, we are so back. Let's see if we could make this a full screen, huh? How do we full screen this? I have no idea what I'm doing right now. This is so fucking... See, OBS is great, but it's like so difficult to just... is it blend? It's not blend. Is it blending method? No. Transition? No. High transition. Maybe it's video capture device. Now, see, this is the same thing. Blending mode, scale, filtering. No, set color, source, no. Add source. We're not adding a source. I have no idea how to get this filled in. This is so annoying, guys. Maybe it's view. Maybe it's view. Full screen interface. No, that's not it. View. Oh, fuck that up. Oh, shit. We're still live. We're still doing it, guys. So I think the podcast, there's like 2 black bars. So this is going to look like a 1960s TV show on the TV, you know? All right, let's look this up with our good old friend ChatGPT. What's going on over here? All right, how to make OBS source cover screen. All right, right-click the source. Transform, fit into screen. It's been so long. Fit to screen. That's not it. I have no idea. Honestly, I have transform, stretch to screen. Here we go. Oh, this looks terrible. Maybe it was never meant to be like that, honestly. Transform. Yeah, we stretched it, but now it's like I look wide, like Big Chungus. That's so funny. Let's fit to screen. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just originally like that. I think it was originally like that. Yeah, I was trying to fit your camera to screen, but honestly, I don't even think your camera stretches. Like I tried, so it's fit to screen right now, and I tried stretching it from these black bars, but it would just like widened it.
You were just all into how the sausage is made while I was gone, huh?
Yeah, I saw your details. It's pretty gross.
Pretty gross, yeah.
No, you're fine.
You should hear that I called my friend who is like just got his master's in computer engineering or something like that. And I was like, yo, OBS isn't working. And I called him, FaceTimed him, tried to get him to like go onto my computer. You know how you can like go on the website and give control. He was like, turn your computer off and on.
And that did it.
And that worked. And that's like the most beautiful boomer moment of my life.
I had to do that with my camcorder, with my camera when I do my podcast now because it's
I've
such
been
a
really
mess.
doing a lot of like I like film photography. That's really been my favorite thing, and that was kind of like my.
Have you seen my new video? It's all film photography. Check it out when you get a chance.
We can go through it and we can cry while I look at pictures and be happy with my ex-girlfriend in my film album. But
that's my dad calling me.
Want to answer live?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, Dad.
Father.
Hey.
You're on.
Phone call yesterday.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm on a podcast with another comic right now. Say hi.
Hey.
Hi.
All right.
Do you have any advice for people that might not have a father figure?
People who don't have a father figure?
Yeah, what would you tell people that don't have a father figure?
Well, they need to find one.
I like that. I like that. That's good.
Find a dad.
Find
You
a
don't
dad.
have one naturally.
All right.
Everybody should have a moral compass. So go find like a podcaster or something like that.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
This podcast, actually. Find me and give me money, and I'll be your father. Okay.
All right, Dad. Let me call you after once I'm done with this.
Thank you, Mr. Hutt.
Love you a lot. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now. He's a really good guy.
That's awesome. No, honestly. Well, the other thing is, I'm really grateful for having my family support system because I would never have pulled my head out of my ass if I didn't.
I know
have
the
most
feeling.
Cushy, safe place. To fall into. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh,
I can fall back here.
yeah, this cloud of Tempur-Pedic. Like it's like because I talk to people and they're trapped in situations because you know what I'm saying, they're alone in the world. And
Yeah.
That's something I'm grateful for that I am not. alone.
My mom left my life when I was 16. I don't know where I'd be without my old man. Like it
Yeah.
would have been crazy.
What was that? Was it just like a I'm leaving for a pack of cigarettes moment?
Pretty much, kind of. Like it
I'm
was.
sorry to laugh.
It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
My mom was a feminist. She abandoned the family because they can do that too.
Two now, yeah. No, it was.
I'm gonna
it was
pack a Newports.
you ever see those hood movies where it's like Boys in the Hood or whatever, where it's
Yeah.
like you're gonna be raised by your father because he's gonna teach you how to be a man. It was like that, but instead of that, it was my dad won custody because my mom was a shitbag and she stopped getting child supports, and she said to us, "Yeah, I can't afford you kids anymore, so I'm bringing it to your dad's." And then she dropped us off and then just left. And my dad's like, "Yeah, I didn't know this was happening, but." Come on in. And it was like, all right. It was so fucking.
Yeah.
I don't talk
At
to
least
her anymore.
good on him for putting it on his shoulders though, like being like, I'm taking this and I'm moving forward with it. I gotta be a parent.
I gotta be a parent. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm
he's a
saying?
great guy. I fucking love
But
him.
it's
to death.
also
How do you do that as a mom? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like,
There's a
the
lot
thing
of-
is, she was mentally unstable and she's an alcoholic, so she
well, so the first thing that happens
You
with
know.
substance is you create an artificial need because your brain starts to think of when I crave smoking, my brain is craving it in the way akin to oxygen. You know what I'm saying?
do you still crave smoking weed?
All the time.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't.
Like, I'm disgusted with myself when I think of the most repulsive one when I think about it is psychedelics. Like, that is one thing, like, it churns my stomach to think about those things because, like, people are like, oh, yeah, it'll give you this perspective, it'll do all this, and I just remember
won't.
the feeling of disgust.
It's funny when I hear people talk about it's like it'll change your life one step at a time. I took shrooms one time,
Yeah.
and like I felt more human for a little bit, and then the next day I was puking my brains out. I'm like,
No,
that was
it's-
fun, but I don't get how people do this like all the. This is like it's a waste of time.
It's not fun. What I liked was the next day I was really grateful for my family and I called and tried to like reconcile with my sister that I had.
It was
with,
that
like,
deep
know
for
what I'm
you?
saying? Well, everything's that deep for me. And like, again, like this podcast is like so deep, man. But it's
people smoke salvia and then think they're gonna have their $1 million idea. I think that's the big issue.
the problem
They think
is,
their drug use and alcohol drinking is gonna solve their issues.
Tim Dillon had a great bit about the addict brain, about not being too grandiose or not getting too low. You need to kind of maintain a level middle place. But because in my mind, I love the idea of smoking a cigarette. Then if I hit 2 puffs of it, I remember that I have respiratory problems. My dad would smoke Newports in the car with me when I was a little kid.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Windows up.
Yeah, and then when I was you know what I'm saying, I grew up and I'm like, start smoking weed, and then like 8 years into that, they're like, oh, when you were a baby, there was like really, you were going to the hospital here and there because of respiratory problems. And I was like,
Jesus Christ.
that's why I coughed and died every time I hit a gravity bong
Bong,
and like
yeah.
literally had like what would be described as an asthma attack and everyone's laughing.
And
That's
you're
the-
on the ground just.
Wait, this guy's body is rejecting the bad things we're putting into ourselves. Like I remember when I first started drinking beer because beer is disgusting and you need to choke down a certain amount of them for you to start loving them. Sorry, the guy with the handlebar.
I
mustache.
do. I love beer. I'm
You would
sorry.
sell
Like-
IPA. I grew to love beer too. Okay, 1, 2, 3, best beer in the world. 1, 2, 3.
Narragansett.
Corona. Okay, you're a real New Englander.
It's the gayest beer, but I love it.
No, Corona to me. Narragansett Tall Boys is the best value, but it's just a Corona with lime. At work, before work, after work.
Oh my god!
Nothing
Before work at like
Ugh.
7 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, dude, no. It's, actually, before work is a shot of Milagro.
Oh my god!
Neat. I love catering.
Let's just do Jaeger bombs. How about that?
Oh my God. I remember I was a kid, and when you're a kid, you're getting alcohol, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you have to get, like, a crackhead to buy it for you. We gave him, like, $80, and we were like asked for specific things. I think it was like UV blue back when that was like the easy like liquor to drink. And he was like, "No, I got you something good," and he got us a handle of Jägermeister.
Oh my
He just
god!
came out with that.
Oh.
And I'm like 18 years old, and it's just like, I'm not even drinking this. We're stealing your mom's wine.
Jägermeister, he gives you Jaeger.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
what?
Like the worst.
It's gonna put some hair on your chest.
Coolest bottle in the game. Coolest bottle in the game.
It is neat.
Like, if I had to get a tattoo of a liquor logo, it's the deer with the little cross above it and shit like that. But shit, what was that? Oh, back to your mother. So
back to my mother being an alcoholic. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm an alcoholic too. But so your body starts to crave these things, and the first thing that goes out the window, if you don't eat for a while, they actually had a study with a judge where if the judge skipped lunch, he would sentence more harshly, because as soon as your body's deprived of needs, empathy,
they get grumpy. They literally get grumpy.
Empathy goes out the window.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just like how we get cruel when we're hungry. So you get the artificial need of alcohol or cigarettes, and that puts you in a state of constant deficit because your body's got this artificial need, and it's getting rid of empathy because your body needs those things. And if you see as something as a responsibility impeding the physical draw, the physical need.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to trace through the logic.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just listening.
Yeah.
I can listen for a little bit, you know. Yeah. No, it's funny like that though. It's a sad story, but it's part of like what made me who I am today. Like if I had like functional parents in my life, I would not be doing stand up. I would be happy.
Hey, no. I personally think you would have been a stockbroker and you would have jumped out the window if you didn't have stand up.
Probably.
That was my favorite Tim Dillon.
No mustache, no beard, no crazy hair. I would have been like clean cut Sammy Hutt.
Yeah, clean cut Sammy Hutt is a great. You need to go to a barber shop and that's the episode.
Fuck no. So great. I'm not doing clean cut Sammy Hutt. I'm a free man.
But it's also, I love, that was my favorite Tim Dillon bit when he was talking about how like they were like, we need to make stockbrokers a more inclusive, kind environment. We need to make it safer for them so they don't kill themselves. And he was like, no, you need to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, doing cocaine and masturbating to get that money. And it's supposed to be a barrier around success. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to break you. Yeah. Because if you're not doing something that would break somebody, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Are you kidding me? If you aren't going there and drying up every beautiful woman in that crowd with your terrible jokes about your taint, why are you even doing comedy? You want to do cutesy shit? Put on clown makeup. Go dance for kitties. You want to make real money? Go strip. Get jacked and go shake your ass.
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. It's old Tim Dillon is peak. I love new Tim Dillon because that's where I get my news from. But
yeah, that's basically
old Tim Dillon. You can find it on YouTube. Like, there's so many clips of old Tim Dillon before his blow up, and it's so fucking good.
No, well, I watched it's the clip channel with the potato.
Yeah, with the steak right in the mouth. Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
The end of
that was like literally that got me through some hard times. It's a real knife fight out here.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Trust me, dude.
Yeah, but fucking what was I talking about?
Life in the big city.
Yeah, but I also liked that comedy is a medium for news because they kind of predicted that early on. The most well-informed I ever was on politics. Trust me, I neglect politics now. It's only like
good.
Once every 2 months when I wake up early enough to go to the diner and have the news on next to a bunch of 50-year-old men and I eat my eggs. It's like, oh yeah, that place burned down in Providence. It's like that's as much news as I'll get besides my coworkers yelling about like it's just
you have diners over here? That's fucking sick.
We have a diner right down the road, like walking distance.
You have a diner, bro? We might have to go hit that after this.
We used to have more. There used to be a lot. There used to be Bishop's on the roundabout. It was a train car.
Really? Oh, the train car diners.
Made a gas station. You know what I'm saying? We got Mel's Cafino. I go to Chelsea.
There's no diners in Mass. It's all cafe. It's overpriced cafes. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, there's one in Providence, and also what sucks is COVID ruined the whole. I just want a 24-hour diner, bro.
Yeah,
that makes zero fucking.
Was there 24-hour diners around here?
No. IHOP used to go till 2 a.m. until COVID happened. Then they started closing at like 11.
That's so lame.
And they started closing at 11, but they got a liquor license to try and balance it out.
Mm.
But I digress with the fuck. Oh, I get my news from 50-year-old men arguing, like Republicans with liberals just arguing, so none of it makes any sense. They're just trying to own each other.
Yeah, no, they're literally just trying to fucking who has the best punchline for it, essentially.
Yeah, or also he was just like, if the world isn't better after 4 years of Trump, I will become a Democrat.
Yeah.
And then, but also better is a relative term, so he's never actually going to have to cave into that bet he just made with you.
It's just empty lies, bro. There's it's so much corruption these days. But anyways.
Yeah, the most well-informed I ever was a teenager, and I would watch the Colbert Report and the Daily Show back-to-back on Comedy Central.
Yep.
Peak.
Ah.
Very peak, because also, you know what I'm saying? Because you had... they had the polarity, even though like the Colbert Report was a satirical Republican thing.
Yeah.
But they had the polarity of like Jon Stewart would do the Democrat thing and Stephen Colbert, and they were both reasonable, intelligent people, and they were all making. And again, how do you make the news interesting? Satire. I
didn't watch it because I wasn't around for that. But I know like pre-COVID, it was an era. My dad, I'm 24.
God damn, you got your life together.
Not really. I'm like kind of a mess right now.
You're in a 30-year-old's basement right now. Actually, you're in a 72-year-old's basement.
You're living it up right now in my eyes. Like, you're not paying rent. You got a Beamer, bro. You got a car. Like, you're fucking chilling. Bro, I'm jealous of you. Like, dude, if I could live in my parents' basement my whole life, I would. Like, are you kidding me?
Thing is, I know so many people that like work high-income jobs, and I'm like, why wouldn't you just go live with your parents? For 2 years? I was like, how much would you save if you lived with your parents and didn't pay rent? He was like, easily I'd have $100,000 in the bank, and I'm like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, why are you where you are? Right
Go
now?
home, like, save for 2 years, buy a house.
Soundproof your room, and whatever you're doing in your room is fine.
How much sex are you having, guy? Come on, like,
yeah,
bro.
It's like if you're not doing hard drugs, degenerate drinking in a house that isn't
and
cool
loud
like that,
sex,
or bringing home Tinder girls, which I've brought Tinder girls home to my house. I love my poor sweet mother. Are you on the dating apps?
A little bit. You know, I dabble, but woman make me sick. No, it's you know, it's like my issue with like the dating apps, especially like Hinge, is like the polarity of what it is. Like, dude, I'm working class. I live in a studio apartment. My hobbies are like doing free comedy for people, and just kind of living. And then
also
girls on it. Let me finish real quick. Yeah. Girls on Hinge, then their profiles are like, I want to travel more continents this year, and it's like you can leave the East Coast.
Yeah, it's like
you can leave the East Coast, bro. Like
outside of Massachusetts, it's foreign policy. Like.
Bro, they canceled Spirit. How am I supposed to see my family this year? Exactly. What, I gotta take a Greyhound? Like, no. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's like, you know, it's just the difference of like, especially too, because that stigma of like being a trade guy is still. I mean, I'm not helping whatsoever.
I know what you mean. I know a bunch. Like when I was on there, basically, I am not a tradesman, but I basically masqueraded as a blue collar guy, and that's kind of what had any success with me at all.
Really? Well, that's the thing. Is like, I'm a blue collar guy, but I'm into arts. Mm-hmm. You know how like ridiculous that is to women. Like they're like, wait, so you're blue collar?
Like, go hit the oil rig.
Literally, you're blue collar, but you don't drive a truck.
Yeah, you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a soft, sensitive waiter if you're into the arts. Like,
apparently, you work at Starbucks as a barista.
Yeah, and then you use your excess money to go to a Broadway play.
I'm not on the dating apps. I have a polycule. That's what I have. Yeah. No, it's like, because I'm the complete opposite of what my work field is, and now I'm just trying to navigate how do I get around with it.
Yeah, and it's also, I think you told me like, and again, your work isn't fulfilling to you in that way because there is this artist inside of you that's trying to get out.
Yeah.
And so you can't get that for you. And then you told me, actually, I think it was the same night you told me about like getting into comedy and why you did it, is like, this community is where you feel at home. And every comic's memoir is like, oh, wait, I clicked in and I can say anything I want with these people.
With these freaks that I love.
These freaks, these degenerate freaks that no matter how low I take it, someone will take it lower.
We're all going solo right now, but at the same time, we all meet up in a community. And that's the cool group aspect of it.
And it's the perfect amount of distance, because I think I have issues with intimacy and being close with people. I feel like the closer I get to someone, the more opportunity I have to like push them away, or if they ever see the real you.
I stopped thinking about that entirely like 2 years ago. For me, it's like, are you cool or are you a scumbag? Yeah. If you're a scumbag, I don't want to be around you. If you're
I enjoy your energy,
or are you a problem? If you're a problem, I don't want to be around you. If you're creating chaos in the scene, stay away from me. Yeah. If you're cool and people like you, I'll like you.
Exactly.
Like, we can get
along. As opposed to trying to rationalize an insane person or like work with
don't even waste my time.
Getting maimed trying to save someone that's drowning. But I think the issue with the dating apps for me is we have this preconceived notion, and we're also diluting ourselves down to, okay, you say I'm an artist who works a blue collar job. You know what I'm saying? and pictures, and then when we go to meet that person, we have a version of them in our head we have seen, as opposed to like smelling their breath when you meet a stranger. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, because like, or it's like, oh, you didn't smile with your teeth in any of those pictures because it looks like a poker hand. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Literally just all fucking buck teeth.
And again, like taking these people and diluting to the point of, oh, she got a nice butt, I want to meet her.
Yeah.
As opposed
to...
to...
Hookup culture ruined romance, unfortunately, and I was a part of that for a little bit until I grew up a little bit. My biggest thing that happened to me was I slept with a European chick, like straight from Europe. She was an au pair. And after she was at my dad's house in my bedroom, I realized like, oh... I want a relationship, not just like raw sex. And I was like, ooh, well, how do I go about this now? Because my whole conceived notion about dating at the time was like, you gotta get pussy, you gotta get money, you gotta get bitches. And it's like, well...
high value man.
Yeah, and then...
You need to be able to prove to her that you are worth being in a relationship with. You need to let her know that I go out and just fuck other people as opposed to like...
I want something real.
Yeah, I want to...
You ever read or listen to Brave New World?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of 1942. Tell me about Brave New World.
It's it's about this universe where it's in the future. It's all this happy-go-lucky type of vibe where, like, life's perfect.
I thought it was really bad. Wait,
listen for a second. Essentially, everyone's on these drugs called soma. They're like these pills where you take one and you're just leveled out all the time. You're just chilling. You're not creatively thinking. You go to job. Sex in this world, it's all hookup culture. There's no stable relationships. Yeah, it's you know what I mean? It's like that.
People, it's like you go to the store and pick up some fuck.
Yeah, they go to there's like a town meeting and it's just one big orgy. And essentially what ends up happening is that people, the main character in the film discovers this guy who lives in like this reservation, who's never done soma, who's never done the drugs, who thinks sex isn't just worthless and meaningless. It's about actually having a spiritual connection. Yeah. And I don't want to spoil the book, so I think you should at least listen to the audiobook. It's free on YouTube, or read it if you don't look like a reader, Tyler. But you should.
I read manga. And,
I read manga. I went to Japan one time.
No, I've been getting on reading actually.
Listen to the audiobook.
Yeah, audiobooks are great.
It's fantastic, but essentially it shows like the perspective of like a society where like morals don't matter versus the one person where it actually matters to them. And after I read that book, after I hooked up with the European, and I was like, this is it, this is the top. Sleep with a European chick. I'm him. I will always. And then I realized like, oh yeah. And then after that, it's like, well, what am I looking for? I'm looking for something real. I'm looking for a real person.
These mountains and seeing relationships and sex as something to conquer is never going to give you the satisfaction of like building a true relationship. And also nurturing and being nurtured and the give and take of that, because a real relationship brings up the issues you have inside yourself. And that's the key to it, because a lot of people say, oh no, I need to be alone. I need to lock in, when you can rationalize anything you want to yourself alone in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And what you need is someone to check in, and you need someone to have to compromise with and work with in order to make your life.
I'm not saying like don't like maintain your chastity or anything like that, or don't like try and hook up with chicks. I mean, if you're at a bar one night and the conversation's good, I get it. We're all human here. But
it's gratification,
what I am saying though is don't make that your main priority. Make that
womanizing and or like just completely diluting yourself with lust. It's the same as any drug.
Yeah, essentially, it really is.
Just you're chasing dopamine, just like, and that's also the negativity, and you're perpetuating the use of sex as a distraction as opposed to an exchange of love and affection for another person.
I got a little cousin, and he's just like, yeah, dude, I'm about to get some butt tonight. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. And it's like, that's what he calls it, like banging chicks. Kid's a playa. And then I wonder, I'm like, how is he like mentally with it though? Can he be in a stable relationship, or is he just always going to be out and about doing it? I don't know.
No, it's also, I remember there's another thing where there's this big mindset. Oh, you're in your 20s. You need to get all that fucking strange out of your system, and what they say is you're not getting it out of your system.
It's getting into your system.
Yeah, because
you've listened to the new pill. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
my
Sam.
Man, my man.
Yeah, Sam.
I'm on that wave, bro.
Yeah, you're not getting it out of your system. Well, it's also we're in New England, and what's a bigger comedian?
Then you know who. You know who. We don't even.
There's
say
a picture of him in the corner right here.
That's so funny. Is that? I was wondering if that was
Sam
him.
Hyde, King.
It's so fucking funny. I was looking at that. I'm like, he looks familiar.
Yeah, but
that's so funny. But it's they took down the original new pill off of YouTube. It's so fucking. It was
but a
so
lot
good.
of it is, again, we were talking to your dad, and just like people are lacking father figures, and I get calls from people that are like just internet friends, and they're like, hey, I think that if we could do some guidance, it'd get a lot of views because there's so many lost men in the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's like,
it's funny too now though, because people now, like, the thing is since there's a lack of father figures, people will go to like Andrew Tate,
dark roads.
Yeah, Andrew Tate, fucking
and like
Nick Fuentes, Jordan B. Peterson, Sammy Hutt, and they look for these.
No, and the problem is like you need
a positive role model. You know, you need a mentor figure.
Or I'm saying you can't like literally fully dive in and be a sheep. You need to look at this, take what you can from the story, and move in your own direction, because you don't want to be Andrew Tate. You don't want to be Sammy Hutt. You don't want to be Tyler Leland. You need to see where you want to be in the world yourself, and even in all that dread and all that misery, you need to be like, okay, there's a lesson here.
Yeah.
Don't like spend all my paychecks going to get fucked at the bar.
Yeah.
Don't drink it all either.
Gamble it all away.
Exactly. If I could get you to do one thing, it's not gamble. Because I remember making those parlays with my coworkers on a 14-hour catering shift was some of the most fun I ever had. And now that I've slowly, I stepped back. I stopped.
You're adulting now?
Yeah, I stopped. No, I'm 30. I better run. It's over, bro.
It's so over. Bro, if you think your 30s is bad, wait till you hit your 40s, Tyler.
I'm hoping to peak around 41 if I stop being a dumb person. But it's like, okay, I quit drinking. Now I don't care about football as much. I quit smoking weed. I don't care about football as much. I quit working at a job where there's nothing to talk about for 14 hours. So I don't like analyze people's names. That guy can run fast, and that other guy's not going to catch him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get $1 off it. When you realize, like, this is just perpetuating gladiator fights and slave trading. Like,
we're back to Roman times, I see.
Wait, what happened to the Roman Empire, Sam?
No.
What happened towards the end when the Vandals crossed that?
Those barbarian. No. Get out of my country. No. No, it degraded on the inside. Like, that's the main issue. It corroded so badly.
And then I have to be an optimist. I read The Psychology of Money, and they're saying that there's a big.
I read 72 Laws of Power.
50 Cent's sequel to the 48 Laws of Power. 50 Laws of Power. Oh, I love it. But okay, The Psychology of Money is more about like you don't need to be smart. It's about having discipline and knowing what you want to spend your money on.
Yeah.
To that effect. But they also talked about the perpetuation of the idea that we're living in the end times has gone on since the Bible. Yeah. And they use that to manipulate people and make you believe you're in the end times. So you spend all your money and you live your life in squalor and filth, as opposed to being the one person in Brave New World that believes sex is a actual thing. Yeah. The little rose growing out of the concrete in that adversity.
100%, Tyler. It's just, it's like that, you know?
Yeah, it do be like that.
It do be like that.
Oh, God, for real.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're not in end times. I mean, worst comes to worst, there might be a little, like, recession type shit with the bubble.
Or they were talking about, like, when you can't travel or you can't get clean water. Or like, that's not gonna gas in your car. Yeah, that's that's the biggest thing where it's like, oh wait, the United States runs on the petrodollar. Yeah, our whole life is based off of oil.
Yep.
Oh. Wait, we only live in drivable cities, and gas is going to be $25 a gallon. Like, just imagining these societies and just being grateful that I live in a small, safe enough place that I could ride my bike to work.
Mom's basement.
Can't get me down here. Nice try.
Oh my God. No, man. Fuck. I mean, that's the thing too, though, is like during those like recession times, like back in the 2008 housing crisis, like I know a lot of guys in my line of work who like thrived because they invested, they bought the house once they bought houses when everything was like turning over.
Exactly.
People invested money and it blew up because of that.
And
I'm trying to catch that wave, honestly.
Yeah, and it's having the presence of mind not to throw it at the strip club.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I gotta take a leak.
Yeah, we could.
Let's not end it here. Let's have a finish up part.
Oh, well, okay, I'm gonna cut it though. I don't want to stall for a couple minutes. You want me to be alone?
Yeah, do whatever.
All right. First video podcast. We have coffee mugs. You can DM me on Instagram, not Tyler Leland. The new link for the thing is ITYT pod. I might figure out how to do the whole YouTube links here. But TYT.pod is the new Instagram handle. You can look at that right there. If it ITYT pod. I don't know why I made the Y lowercase. You know me. ITYT.pod because I was told to make it more palatable. And is that you talking? This is a great episode. I'm really happy to chat with someone that has their dude. I can't believe everyone wants to get into trades, and it's about taking care of yourself. I gotta pause this. Thanks, guys. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's the countdown to when you start
penis. Mic check. Penis. All right, I think we're good.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, I think people are talking about the bubbles bursting and it's all over. It's not all over. It's just the beginning.
Optimism is the best thing you can have in the face to like the rest of the world being doomed.
It happens in cycles. I think the biggest thing is prepare. Like I said earlier, what I'm excited for is there's gonna be like a renaissance in like culture, especially through like.
And as an artist, you get to enjoy that. This is a consumer.
I'm trying to ride that as an artist. I'm trying to financially ride that. If something crashes, I'm hopping in there. If it goes back up.
And consumerism has had its time, and now it's time for you to enjoy.
We're gonna pull back a little pullback, a little reevaluation. We're gonna figure it out.
A little bit of enjoyment, and I also think it's important because you're creating your own reality, and if you have a positive mindset that this good thing is going to happen and life can be a good thing, you create a good life for yourself.
100%.
In addition, and finding the things that you like doing to make yourself happy, like planning show August or September, Dune Comedy 2. It's going to be in Providence. I already have the venue picked out. We're trying to sell out 50 chairs. Last one was 25 chairs.
Ooh,
so
not bad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to get up there. Maybe I'll lose a little less money this time.
I'll go. Oh, yeah, When's the
100%.
dates?
I don't have the date exactly. It's either August or September. I just talked to the venue guys and they're cool about it. I got the lineup. We'll announce it as soon as I make a poster. And to make a poster, I either need to talk to someone that knows how to use Photoshop or learn how to do it myself. I have the idea. It's the most agonizing thing in the world when you have a beautiful picture of a rose and you try to draw it.
And then it comes out on squiggly lines.
Exactly. You have any spots you want to plug? You producing a show yourself?
Yeah,
You're producing content.
Yeah, so I don't have any shows yet. I'm getting back on board with some showcases soon. SammyHutt.com. Check out all the YouTube stuff, all the short films. My biggest short film so far, Cone Man, coming out soon, possibly this weekend, maybe next weekend. Cone Man. It's if you like
comedy, sci-fi, drama.
If you like romance, thriller, action, mystery, it's none of that. It's it is a comedy skit with based off of Jimmy Roy's Cone bits that I made a whole story about. Got a few more comics in there.
I was talking last night with a bunch of comics after the improv thing, and they said Jimmy Roy was one of their favorite comedians.
He's great. He's so underrated. I don't know why.
Shout out him, and I'm glad that this is the first time the words have been uttered of his name on this podcast. So now
big
I
shout
have
out
to
Jimmy
go
Roy.
Find out where he lives and put a mic in his face and try and get him on here. The recluse. Yes.
He's gonna smell like a kitchen when he comes down here. I love him, bro.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he was a good sport about it. He let me record his bits and do a whole story for him, and he's given me full creative control over it, which is fantastic too.
Yeah,
so he's good.
That's what we want, is people not screwing each other for money on an idea. It's like, you're gonna take this idea to this level.
It's not even money. It's just creative control in the vision. Like there's. I don't want to talk much about it, but there's one guy on it who was just like, he just wanted to change some stuff. He was like, hey, we could add these scenes. I'm like, I'll take care of it. And it's like, no.
I'm cutting those out. Don't.
Yeah.
It's also like I hear about people that get on podcasts and they cut out the 20 minutes of the conversation. They
God.
Shit like that, which makes me happy that I don't know how to edit. Cause I kind of just
just throw it up on CapCut.
Candid, boom. One day I'm gonna have to figure out how to put an ad read in here, but we don't have to worry about that till someone thinks I'm good enough to have ads. 4 years in, ad free.
We're doing it for the love of the game, folks. Yeah, keep your eyes out on Cone Man. Follow me on Instagram, Sammy the Hut. Check out my YouTube, Sammy Hut Comedy, or just go online, look up
Also,
Sammy Space Hut with 2 T's.
How about an open mic that they can catch you at frequently?
Oh, Kinsman every Friday, Bristol, Rhode Island. I'm always there if anyone wants to hang out.
I'm also there, but we work opposite shifts. I go
Literally,
at the front, he goes at the back.
I'm back end. He's running. Like no bullshit. I'll have to catch you early one of these days.
I'll hang out. I'll hang out, and I also need to do myself the favor of giving myself a chance to have a real crowd. Because when you go after the host and you're just like, yeah, that wasn't too.
Yeah, don't take bullet every time. That's not. You could take headline. Headline's fun.
I love the pain.
No, you
Give
don't.
me the bullet.
Stop that.
End it,
dude. If you're early, choose spot 7 and like have fun.
Yeah, exactly. And
let people see your comedy, Tyler. Because no one's there at the start.
The comedian that doesn't want anyone to see
his comedy, bro. Yeah. Bullets. Listen, Bullet's a great workout, but sometimes you need to enjoy yourself, and sometimes you just gotta like.
Life can't be about pain.
No, it can. You gotta enjoy yourself sometimes with it. Yeah. Kinsman every Friday. I'm trying to think of any other mics I'm really solid at, but that's like the only one that's worth it.
Yeah, that's the only fun one.
That's the only fun one.
Good cheap beer, you know.
Pub on Park. No.
Don't go to Pub on.
No
one's watching this. I don't see it. Don't go to Pub on Park.
It's not.
Like, it's so bad.
It's a workout.
Okay,
it's
so
literally
it's the biggest, emptiest room, and what you want is a small, condensed room.
I love it when the chairs are pushed all the way to the back, and the people are either at the bar or outside.
A 30-foot walk of shame to the stage and off the stage is the most beautiful thing. And how much do they pay you to host that? Because holy fuck.
I think they pay decent. They pay like $50 to $70. Not bad. Not bad. Shout out to Pub Park.
Yeah, please let us do a show there. You ever think of producing your own show, or is the goal to get on other people's shows?
I'm trying to get on other people. I'm trying to do YouTubing on other people's shows. There's different ways to skin a cat. For me, I'm going the online route because I know how to edit, I know how to Photoshop, I know how to produce,
and that's a big thing.
Trying to get booked.
Yeah, and with the Ben Avery with his podcast, he's just like, yeah, I knew how to make a podcast sound good. And that's how he got his job with Tim Dillon, and that's how he made now his own podcast sounds good.
Yeah.
And that's how he markets himself. And I like his school of thought, do comedy once every 9 months. Yeah.
Just to remember why I don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, Kinsman every Friday. I'm there. Be there. I'm usually headlining over there at the open mic. Oh, yeah. If not, maybe I'll go up sooner. I don't know.
Dead last. We'll see. And I will try and stay till the end so I can see you.
I wouldn't even get there a little bit later. Yeah. That's all. And then or get there early and then choose spot
What
7.
I need to do is if I'm able to take a nap in the middle of the day and then go there.
Dude, I literally, Friday I got out of work and I instantly went to bed. I took a nap and I was like, all right, it's like 8:30. Let's go.
Because sleep is so important, but I'm just so bad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. It's like, dude, it's like I have to get up at like 5:30. I'm going to bed at like 12. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Exactly. And that's how they feel us. Okay.
That's
Get your sleep, drink your water, and stream this podcast. Sammy Hut.
Don't goon, don't dab cart, don't iPad, guys. Come on.
Never doom.
Never doom.
We love life, and we're going to keep it going, and it's going to be a good one to enjoy.
Yes, sir.
We're both going to make it so big. Okay.
Choice, you still saying choose. Told you I was the one, never said it was.